Yeah, hi everyone. So we have been studying about higher order differential equation with the constant coefficient. Okay. So this is our type 5 and this is our last type. Here we are going to see e to the power ax dot f of x, this kind of functions. So if your q of x is e to the power ax dot f of x, then how will you solve it? This is what we are going to see. First of all, CF, sir, very straightforward. Complementary function. Same method, sir. Q of x you will put equals to 0. You will write down your characteristics equation, which will be d square minus 4d plus 4 equals to 0. From there you will get the value of d equals to 2 comma 2, and your CF will come out to be C1 plus C2x e to the power 2x. This will be your CF. Okay. What we need to find out? PI. So for PI we will have a certain method, but initial steps are same. What is the initial step? So d square minus 4d plus 4 into y equals to e to the power 2x x square. Then sir, y would be written as e to the power 2x x square upon d square minus 4d plus 4. So till this point all the steps are same, no? Till this point, whether it is case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5, whether it is a case of e to the power ax, or it is a case of sinusoid, or it is a case of x square, or it is a case of constant, till this point everything is same. This could be written in this way as well: e to the power 2x upon x square upon, this is nothing but d minus 2 whole square. This is nothing but d minus 2 whole square. So it could be written in this way. Now I need to find out particular integral. This is the case of e to the power ax f of x, where f of x could be either sinusoid or it could be polynomial in x. So yes, it is a polynomial in x. So what I will do? So sir, my particular integral will be, I need to write down the particular integral. So what I will do? First of all, you will take e to the power 2x aside. Now nothing will happen with this e to the power 2x. E to the power 2x will remain as it is. Nothing will happen with this e to the power 2x. This 1 upon d minus 2 is there. 1 upon d minus 2 is there. 1 upon d minus 2 whole square is there. And then there is this x square. E to the power 2x you will take aside. So now you are taking e to the power 2x as constant. E to the power 2x as constant. When you take e to the power 2x as constant, your d will be replaced with d plus this factor. What is this? 2. So d will be replaced with d plus 2. So in place of d, what you need to write down? You need to write down d plus 2. That's it. Is that understandable to you? Let me repeat the process. What is the process? Sir, till this point everything was fine. E to the power 2x x square upon d minus 2 whole square. What I will do now? Sir, I need to write down pi. What I will do? E to the power 2x I will take aside. I will take it as a constant. Although it is not a constant, but I will take it as a constant. If I am taking it as a constant, then what will happen? Sir, d will be replaced with this d will be replaced with d plus this factor. So d will be replaced with d plus a. D will be replaced with d plus a. If you say here, what you are doing? D will be replaced with d plus a. D will be replaced with d plus a. So already it was d minus 2 whole square. Now d will be replaced with d plus 2. And already minus 2 was there, whole square x square. So when I am saying I am treating it as a constant, that means now this function d plus 2 minus 2 whole square, this will be applied only on x square. It will not be applied on e to the power 2x. Now e to the power 2x will say that, sir, I have come outside as it is. I don't care now. I don't care about anything else. I have come outside now. E to the power 2x will say, I have come outside now. Nothing will happen to me. Now this is d plus 2 minus 2. So it will become 1 upon d square. And here you will get x square. 1 upon d square x square. This is what you will be getting. Right? Now this 1 upon d square, like how you go to 1 upon d square, this is d plus 2 minus 2. So it will become d square only. In place of d, I am supposed to put a d plus a. In place of d, I am supposed to put d plus 2. Now, sir, 1 upon d square will be applied only to x square only. It will not be applied to e to the power 2x. E to the power 2x will remain as it is. What you need to do? E to the power 2x, 1 by d, and then integrate x square dot dx. What you will be getting? E to the power 2x, 1 by d, x cube by 3 plus c. Now, again you integrate. What you will be getting? E to the power 2x, e to the power 2x, again you integrate x cube by 3 plus c dot dx. Right? What is the meaning of 1 by d square? That means 2 times you need to integrate. First you integrated, you got the answer x square by 3 plus c. Now again you integrate, you are getting the answer as e to the power 2x, x to the power 4 by 12. right? X to the power 4 by 12 plus cx. There you go. This is the answer. So what is your y? Sir, y as a function of x, we are getting, first I am getting e to the power 2x upon, multiply with x square. Sorry. Here I was getting c1 plus c2x, c1 plus c2x e to the power 2x plus x to the power 4 e to the power 2x 12 plus cx e to the power 2x. There you go. This is your y of x. Now you can say that, sir, e to the power 2x can come out common. So y of x is coming out to be c1 plus c2x plus x to the power 4 by 12 plus cx, this cx e to the power 2x, e to the power 2x. And if you look closely, what it is? If you look closely, it is constant multiply with x, constant multiply with x. What answer you will be getting? It will be constant multiply with x only. So c1 plus some constant, some new constant you can take. Let's call it c dash. c1 plus c dash x plus x square by 4 divided by 12 e to the power x. There you go. This is the answer that you are getting. This is the answer that we have. Understandable? This is the final answer that we are getting. Okay. So very simple process was there, that, sir, e to the power ax I need to take aside. When I am taking e to the power ax as constant, I need to do one thing. D will be replaced with d plus a. Job done. D will be replaced with d plus a. So d will be replaced with d plus 2. So it will become d square. Simply you need to integrate 2 times. You will get x to the power 3 by 3. Then you will get x to the power 4 by 12. That's it. Along with that, some constant will also come. Now this constant, this cx that you are getting, this cx has been mixed with this guy, because cx and this is c2x. So it is constant multiply with x. So both are same. So eventually this is the answer that you are getting. This is your y of x. Solve this question. Only pi you find out. Cf, I am leaving it up to you. Cf, I am leaving it up to you. What we need to find out? Pi we need to find out. So what we will do? Sir, d square minus 2d plus 5 into y equals to e to the power x sine 2x. Right? So what you are getting? Y equals to e to the power x sine 2x upon d square minus 2d plus 5. Right? E to the power x sine 2x upon d square minus 2d plus 5. Right? So what you are getting? Y equals to, what you need to do? Sir, it is e to the power ax. It is the form of e to the power ax f of x, where f of x could be either sinusoid or it could be sinusoid or it could be polynomial in x. Now it is sinusoid, right? So what I will do? Sir, e to the power x I can treat as constant. When I am treating it as a constant, what thing I will do is that, sir, d will be replaced with what? So d will be replaced with d plus a. What is the value of a? Value of a is 1. Not this a. Okay, this is something else. When you are taking e to the power x aside, you are doing something with e to the power x. So e to the power x will say, you are treating me as a constant. That means you will make some changes regarding me only. So e to the power x will say that you change your d with the d plus 1. So you change your d with d plus my factor, which is 1 here. So d plus 1 whole square minus 2d plus 5, and then sine 2x will say that I will remain here as it is. So what we are getting? E to the power x into 1 upon d square plus 1 minus okay, sorry. In place of d you need to put d plus 1. No, in place of d you are supposed to put d plus 1. Are you able to understand this point? So d square plus 1 plus 2d minus 2d minus 2 plus 5 sine 2x. Sine 2x. So 2d and 2d will get cancelled out. What you are getting? 4 you are getting here. So what you are getting? E to the power x into 1 upon this 2d and 2d is getting cancelled out. 5. What is 5 minus 2? That would be 3. 3 plus 1 will be 4. So 1 upon d square plus 4 sine 2x. Now you have taken e to the power x aside. You are treating it as a constant. So now these guys will say that you guys deal with me. Right? This is something we are supposed to solve. Do you know how to solve this? Absolutely, sir. I am supposed to solve. E to the power x is treated as constant, and I am supposed to solve now sine 2x upon d square plus 4. This is what I am supposed to solve. Do I know how to solve it? Yes, sir. What will happen? Sinusoid will say that d square will be replaced with minus of 2 square. That will be d square will be replaced with minus 4. If I replace d square with minus 4, what will happen? There will be some problem. If I replace it with minus 4, then what will happen? There will be some problem. That means this problem will take place. If you want to remove this problem, what you need to do? Sir, upper side you multiply with x. Upper side, sir, you multiply with x. And then, sir, downward side you differentiate. Upper side you multiply with x, and downward side, sir, you differentiate. So upper side multiply with x, downward side, sir, I differentiate. There you go. Right? Now, you guys only will let me know. Sir, e to the power x was already aside. Now, when I multiply with x, so what will happen to this x? Will I treat it as a constant, or 1 by d operation will be applied on it? No. You are applying the operation on sine 2x. This x you have multiplied from your own side. When I have multiplied it from my own side, I will remove it here. Now, this 1 by d will be applied only on 1 by d means simply the integration. So 1 by d will be only applied on sinusoid. So what answer you will be getting? E to the power x multiply with x, e to the power x multiply with x divided with 2. What is the integration of a sinusoid? That will be cosinusoid divided with 2. What answer you are getting? Minus x e to the power x cos 2x divided with 4. That's the answer that we are getting. This is our YPI. Okay. Although it is a good question, but still these questions are not asked in the examination. Okay. Why they are not asked? Because you will have to remember a lot of things. No. Here, this process you have to remember. What is the process? The process is that in place of d you need to put d plus 1. That is a process. No. At the end of the day, it is a process only. And in the examination, in a gate kind of examination, they don't ask memory based questions. Are you able to understand this point or not? They don't ask memory based questions. Here memory is required, right? So in the gate examination you would see that, especially in EC electrical stream, you would see memory based things the minimum ask, right? Here it is memory only, no, that you need to replace d with d plus 1. If you don't revise it for 5 months, no, then you will forget what we need to do. If you don't revise it for 5 months, then eventually you will forget, sir, this was the case as well, e to the power ax fx. This case you will forget. But if you revise it, then within 1 minute you will be able to remember. Do you understand it? So that's the scenario, that in the gate examination they don't ask memory based things. But yeah, just replace d as d plus 1, then solve the calculation, d square plus 4. Then in place of d square you just need to put a minus 4, which was creating a problem. So I multiply with x, downward side I differentiated. Now sir, x by 2 will be treated as constant, because this x you have multiplied from your own side. 1 by d operation will be done only on sinusoid. Job done. Okay. Now we need to solve some questions. So look, some gate VIQs we are going to solve. This question we will solve, then this one, then some questions we will solve. After that, what we will study? We will study this Cauchy-Euler form, or you can say higher order differential equation with variable coefficient. But there will be a standard form. It's not that, sir, it is anything random. There is a standard form. X square, x, x, and then simply y. This standard form would be there. Are you able to understand this point? Here there is x cube, no? X cube, x square, x, x. So this standard form would be there, which is known as Cauchy-Euler or Euler-Cauchy differential equation. Cauchy-Euler differential equation or Cauchy-Euler differential equation. So this standard form we are going to study. Is this a standard form? No, this is not a standard form. Here x square, here x, but here there is x square. So again, this is not a standard form. So this is also not a standard form. Standard form would say that if it is differentiated 4 times, x to the power 4 should be there. If it is differentiated 3 times, x to the power 3 should be there. If it is differentiated 2 times, x to the power 2 should be there. Differentiated 1 time, x to the power 1 should be there. Differentiated 0 time, x to the power 0 should be there. Right? Differentiated 0 times. So x to the power 0, x to the power 0 means 1 should be there. Similarly here, x to the power 1, x to the power 1, x to the power 2, x to the power 2, x to the power 3, x to the power 3, x to the power 0, x to the power 0, x to the power 1, x to the power 1, x to the power 2, x to the power 2. So yes, this is a standard form, this is a standard form, this is a standard form. These are not standard form. Okay. So this is known as Cauchy-Euler differential equation that we are going to study. But let's solve some questions first. Should we solve question first or should we study it first? What do you say? let's study it first. Okay, let's study Cauchy-Euler differential equation, and then together we will solve the question. Together we will solve all the question. So what we are going to study? We are going to study Cauchy-Euler differential equation. That means higher order differential equation with variable coefficient we are going to study. Okay. So here you let me know what is your x and what is your y. Sir, my x is independent variable and my y is a dependent variable. This is the scenario, right? X is independent variable, y is dependent variable. So x square multiply with x square, x multiply with x to the power 0 multiply with x to the power 0. If this standard form is there, no, then you can solve the differential equation. How will you solve this differential equation? Let's check that out. So is it your higher order differential equation? Absolutely, sir. Is it your higher order differential equation with constant coefficient? No. If it is not constant coefficient, then you let me know who is creating the problem. Sir, this x is creating the problem. No, this x is creating the problem. Who is creating the problem? X is creating the problem. In place of x, let's just say, sir, if it was some an, or if it was some a3 value or some a2 value or some constant value was there. Sir, in place of x, if 2 was there, then sir, I would have been very happy, because it would become partial. It would become higher order differential equation with constant coefficient. Say yes or no? In place of x, sir, if it was a constant value, no, then I would be very happy. So who is creating the problem? Sir, x is creating the problem. So what I will do is that I will keep x as e to the power t. If I keep x as e to the power t, then what I will be getting? Your t will be ln x. T will become ln x. What will be the value of dt by dx? Sir, from here dt by dx will be 1 by x. Now from here, can you find out the value of dy by dx? Sir, value of dy by dx will be nothing but dy by dt into dt by dx. Why I am doing so, you will understand. So, sir, dy by dx is coming out to be dy by dt. Did you understand? You understood it, no? Dt getting cancelled out. So, it is dy by dx only. So, dy by dt multiply with dt by dx, that is 1 by x. So, from here what you are getting? Sir, x dy by dx is coming out to be dy by dt. Dy by dt. Sir, this guy who was creating the problem, no, x dy by dx. You listen to it, you see it very carefully. X dy by dx is coming out to be d by dt of y. Can I write down this as d of y, where my d is d by dt? So now what you have done is that previously your scenario was that x was your independent variable, x was your independent variable, and y was your dependent variable, right? Now what you are doing, you are keeping y as a dependent variable only. You are not changing anything with y. Y is your dependent variable. Nothing changing with y. But now you are making t as your independent variable. T as your independent variable. So what you are doing is that, sir, x dy by dx will be replaced with dy. What you are going to do, sir, x dy by dx will be replaced with dy. But this time, sir, d will become d by dt. What will happen with x square dy by dx square? What will happen with this? So when you do the derivation, that derivation we are not going to do. This will come out to be d into d minus 1y. X square dy by dx. So basically this particular factor, no, this much of factor will be replaced with d into d minus 1y. What is d here? D is nothing but dy dt. So what is the conclusion? The conclusion is that, sir, x, what I will do? Sir, I will put x as e to the power t. Okay, x as e to the power t, where what was my x? X was my independent variable. X was my independent variable. Now the new independent variable that will become t will become new independent variable. Understandable? If you do this process, no, then x d by dx will be replaced as d. X square dx square will replace as d into d minus 1. X cube d cube by dx cube will become as d into d minus 1 into d minus 1 into d minus 2. This process would go on. Is that understandable to you or not? This process would go on. What is d here? D is nothing but d by dt. So now your given equation was x square d square by dx square y plus x dy by dx, x dy by dx minus y equals to 0. So here what you will do, sir, x is creating the problem, x equals to e to the power t. So just as I do this process, what will happen is that, sir, this much of thing will be replaced with the d into d minus 1. Sir, this much of thing will be replaced with the d, and this will remain y only equals to 0. Can I take y common? Absolutely, sir. Yes, sir, I can take y common. So it will become d square minus d plus d minus 1, y is common equals to 0. So it will become minus d will cancel out, d square minus 1, y equals to 0. Do you know how to solve this equation? Do you know how to solve this equation? Absolutely, sir. Sir, equals to 0 is there. That means it is homogeneous case. Homogeneous case means, sir, I will take the characteristic equation, put that equals to 0. What is the value of d I am getting? Value of d I am getting is plus minus 1. So what is the value of y you will be getting? Sir, value of y will be what? Is it correct or not? I am writing down. You will let me know, is it correct or not? Sir, value of y will be e to the power x, c1 e to the power x plus c2 e to the power minus x, because roots are coming out to be 1 and minus 1. 1 and minus 1. So, sir, c1 e to the power x plus c2 e to the power minus x. Is that correct? No. Why is that so? Because what is your d? Sir, d is nothing but, here d is nothing but d by dt. It is a function of t, no? Now, when you do this thing, what you are doing? When you do this transformation, you are saying that now my independent variable will be t. So, my independent variable is t now. So, what will be your answer? Y will come out to be as a function of t. That will be c1 e to the power t plus c2 e to the power minus t. Now, what you can see, e to the power t is x. E to the power t is x plus c2 e to the power minus t is, what will be the value of e to the power minus t? That will be 1 by x. E to the power minus t means you take power minus 1. So, x to the power minus 1 will be 1 by x. So, there you go. Y as a function of x you are getting. This is the answer. That's the answer. Is that understandable to you or not? So, from here, the process has started. That's it. This is the process. What is the process? Sir, x square d square by dx square y plus x divided by dx minus y was given, sir. X square d square by dx square, sir, I replaced as d into d minus 1. This I replaced as d, and this is simply minus y. I saw the characteristic equation that is coming out to be d square minus 1 equals to 0, sir. It is 0. That means it is homogeneous case. So, only CF I need to find out. Complementary function only I need to find out. That will come out to be, sir, d is plus minus 1. So, c1 e to the power t plus c2 e to the power minus t. Why e to the power t? T is coming, sir. Why is that so? Because it is the case of x equals to e to the power t, where t is the independent variable now. When you are solving this equation, t is my independent variable. So, if t is the independent variable, then this is the answer you are getting. In place of e to the power t, you will replace x, and this will become 1 by x. So, this is the answer that you are getting. Okay. Solve this question. Or shall we solve some easier question? Let's solve this question. That is a bit easier. I would say it is easier than the previous one. Here it is done in the calculation of t that we will solve later on. But let's solve this question first. X square d2y by dx square minus 3x divided by dx plus 3y. This we need to solve. So, do you know how to replace this? First of all, what you will write down, sir, x is creating the problem. Who is creating the problem? X is creating the problem. X equals to e to the power t. If x is e to the power t, then, sir, you have made sure one thing, that now my new independent variable will be t. T will be my new independent variable. That means that d I am going to replace, that will be d by dt. So, x square d square by dx square, sir, it could be replaced as d into d minus 1. Multiply with y minus 3 as it is. Sir, x divided by dx will be replaced with dy plus 3y equals to 0. Y you can take common. So, d square minus d minus 3d plus 3. D square minus d minus 3d plus 3. Multiply with y equals to 0. D square minus 4d plus 3 multiply with y equals to 0. So, from here, sir, characteristic equation that I am getting is d square minus 4d plus 3 equals to 0. So, sir, from here the roots I am getting is 1, 3. 1, 3 are the roots that I am getting. So, what will be my y? Sir, y will come out to be as a function of x. That will be c1 e to the power t plus c2 e to the power 3t. Right? C1 e to the power t plus c2 e to the power 3t. Now, e to the power t is x. So, c1 x plus c2 e to the power t is x, so it will become x cube. So, this is your y as a function of x. Y as a function of x you are getting. This is the answer that you are getting. Now, what is given? General solution is y as a function of x. So, what is the what things are given? So the solution that we are getting is y x equals to c1 plus c2 x cube. This is the answer that we are getting. But sir, they are saying that, what they are saying? They are saying that put x equals to 1, the value of y is 1. Put x equals to 1, the value of y is 1. Put x equals to 1, the value of y will be 1. Put x equals to 1, the value of y will be 1. Right? And next, they are saying is, what you are doing here, put x equals to 1, the value of y will be 1. So here you are getting 1 plus c1, 1 equals to c1 plus c2. Now next they are saying, put x equals to 2, the value of y will be 14. Put x equals to 2, value of y will be 14. Put x equals to 2, the value of y will come out to be 14. So put x equals to 2, value of y will come out to be 14. Put x equals to 2. Right? So from here, can you solve the equation? Can you get the value of c1 and c2? This task is up to you. You need to solve the equation on your own. Answer will come out to be, c2 will come out to be 12. Sorry, c2 will come out to be 2 and c1 will come out to be minus 1. Right? When you solve this equation, c2 will come out to be 2 and c1 will come out to be minus 1. Right? Okay. So what is your y of x you are getting? So y of x is simply coming out to be minus x plus c2 is coming out to be 2, so 2x cube. This is the answer that you are getting. What they are asking you to find out? They are asking you to find out y of 1.5. 1.5 means you need to put the value of x equals to 1.5. So what answer you are getting? So in place of x, I need to put 1.5. So 1.5 cube. There you go. This is the answer that we will be getting. So 1.5 cube into 2. 1.5 cube into 2 minus 1.5. So 5.25. Strange answer, but it is what it is. 5.25. Okay. So always take care of the calculation. Correct answer we are getting. It's just that it is a bit strange. 5.25 is the final answer that we are getting. This is the answer that we have. Understandable? So did you understand how did we start? X square d square by dx square. So this will be replaced as d into d minus 1, 3 into d plus 3. So from here you are getting d square minus 4d plus 3. You are getting d equals to 1 comma 3. Y of t will be c1 e to the power t plus c2 e to the power 3t. E to the power t is x only, so c1 x plus c2 x cube. What we need to do, sir, given values are there, put the value, get the answer. Very, very famous question, I would say. These questions are very famous in the examination. When they think of forming a question from differential equation, no, they will frame this kind of question only in the examination. That when they think of differential equation, then this will click to them. Are you able to understand this point? Which is very straightforward. There is nothing new we are studying. Who is creating the problem? X is creating the problem. So first step is x equals to e to the power t. Job done. T will become my new independent variable where d will be dy dt. Solve it. Answer will come out to be in terms of t only. Can I convert it into x? Yes, sir, I can convert it into x. Job done. Solve same kind of question. First of all, do you know what is the meaning of this? Y double dash t. So first of all, you know that, sir, y is given as a function of t this time. Sir, y is given as a function of t. What is the meaning of y double dash t? That means, sir, y is differentiated 2 times with respect to t. What is the meaning of y dash t? That means y is differentiated 1 time with respect to t. This is what they have given. Is it a standard form? Absolutely, sir. It is standard form only. What is written? What they are giving? D square d2y by dt square minus 2 dy by dt plus 2y equals to 0. This has been given. Who is creating the problem? Sir, in place of t, if it was a constant value, no, then I would be very happy. So who is creating the problem? Sir, t is creating the problem. So in place of t, what you will put? In place of t, this time you will put e to the power x. Previously, the scenario was, sir, equations were given in y and x by d2y by dx2, dy by dx. So equations were given in y and x. But this time, sir, what is the scenario? The equations are given in y and t. Right? So t equals to e to the power x. This is what we will put because t is creating the problem. Just as you have put this thing, what you will say? The sir, now my new independent variable will be x. And the d I am going to replace, that will become d by dx. So t square d square by dt square, that can be replaced as d into d minus 1 multiply with y minus t dy by dx could be replaced as dy plus 2y equals to 0. D square minus d minus 2d plus 2 into y equals to 0. Right? What you have done is that this is replaced with d into d minus 1. Y minus 2, this is d only, minus 2 dy plus 2y. So y you take common, d square minus d minus 2d plus 2. So d square minus 3d plus 2. D square minus 3d plus 2 into y. So you know that, sir, what is my characteristic equation? D square minus 3d plus 2 equals to 0. So value of d I am getting is 1, 2. So what will be the value of y? So the value of y will be C1. This time, sir, y will come out to be as a function of x. Y will come out to be as a function of x. Why is that so? Because, sir, the d that I have replaced, that is nothing but d by dx. So y of x would be C1 e to the power x plus C2 e to the power 2x. Say yes or no? Understandable? Now what is the scenario? Now the scenario is that what we have assumed? We have assumed e to the power x equals to t. E to the power x equals to t we have assumed. This is the assumption that we have made. So here we need to put y as a function of t is coming out to be C1t plus C2t square. This is what we are getting. This is the answer that we have. Now the scenario would be what we need to do. Now they are saying y dash 0 is 1. What does that mean? Y dash 0 is 1. That means you differentiate this. You differentiate this. First you differentiate this. What you will be getting? When you differentiate this, what you will be getting? I will be getting C1 plus 2C2t. Now after the differentiation, whatever the value of y dash that you are getting, no, in that you put the value of t equals to 0. The value of t equals to 0. Here you put t equals to 0. Then the y dash value will come out to be what? When you put t equals to 0, the y dash value will come out to be 1. This is what they are saying. So y dash value will be 1 when I put t equals to 0. Y dash value will be 1 when I put t equals to 0. So from here, what is the value of C1 you are getting? The value of C1 is coming out to be 1. Understandable? What else they are saying? What else they are saying? They are saying that in the same equation you do one thing. In the same equation you do one thing. You put t equals to 1. If you put t equals to 1 here, no, then your y dash will come out to be minus 1. Y dash will come out to be minus 1. So it will come out to be minus 1. C1 value is 1 only already. 2 C2 when you put t equals to 1. So what answer you are getting? C2 is coming out to be minus 1, right? C2 is coming out to be minus 1. There you go. Simply YT answer we have got. They are saying that you differentiate it first. Once you have differentiated, now you do one thing. In place of t you put 0, then y dash will come out to be 1. In place of t if you put 1, then y dash will come out to be minus 1. So here it will come out to be minus 1. C1 was already 1 here, so I got this value 1 from here only, right? 2 C2 1. So from here C2 is coming out to minus 1, and initially I got C1 equals to 1. So what is my y of t? Sir, my y of t is coming out to be t minus t square, or you can better write down t minus t square, or you can write it down as minus t square plus t, minus t square plus t. Okay, what they are asking? They are asking the maximum value of yt over the interval 0, 1. Can you draw the graph of yt? Yes, sir. In the basics of calculus we have studied. Now it's your job to make the graph. I will simply tell what will be the graph. The graph would look somewhat like this. At minus infinity, it will be infinity only. So from infinity to infinity, it will go. So the graph would look somewhat like this. From minus infinity to minus infinity, it will go. This is how the graph of yt will look like. Like, do you know how I made this graph? Look, whenever there is a quadratic equation, no, whenever there is quadratic equation, the graph will be parabolic only. So the graph will be parabolic. Now you just need to see one thing, that you will be getting, like, at infinity what will be the scenario. This you need to understand. Sir, at the infinity, when I put t tending to infinity, I will get answer to be minus infinity. And when I put t equals to minus infinity, minus infinity square, then minus a. So this will also become minus infinity only. So sir, at t equals to minus infinity, there will be infinity. At t equals to plus infinity as well, there will be infinity. That means it will start from minus infinity, then it will rise up, and then it will go down to minus infinity only. This is how, sir, the graph will go. So from minus infinity to minus infinity. From minus infinity to minus infinity. At t equals to 0, I will know I will get the value 0 only. T equals to 1, I will get the value 0 only. So this kind of graph I will be getting. This is how I made the graph without any differentiation or integration 1, nothing like that. No maxima, minima, nothing. Now where will be the where will be maxima? I know it will be at 1 by 2. I'm pretty sure. Why is that so? What is the root of a cubic equation? What are the roots of a cubic equation? Like basically they are becoming 0 here, no? Right? So for a quadratic equation, what are the roots? Sir, minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Aren't they symmetric about some point? If you see carefully, let's just say here we are getting root 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2. So aren't they symmetric about 1.5? From 1.5, one root is 0.5 away, other root is 2 away. Right? Are you able to understand this point? Like any quadratic equation you solve, no? Any quadratic equation you solve, it will have two roots. And both of the roots will have an average value. Oh, this is very deep mathematics. If I was teaching JEE students, no, then I would be teaching in this way. But you guys are not JEE aspirants. But if you have good enough aptitude, if you know good enough engineering mathematics, not engineering mathematics, that school level mathematics, then you can understand like how the quadratic graphs look like. This is how the quadratic graph look like. Let us say this point is alpha and this point is beta. So there will be some point in between that will be alpha plus beta by 2. That will be the middle point of both of them. Now you know that, sir, one root I am getting at 0, other root I am getting at 1. So sir, this point has to be 1 by 2. For sure this point has to be 1 by 2. So the maxima I will get at t equals to 1 by 2. Otherwise you can simply differentiate it, minus 2t plus 1, t equals to 1 by 2 only you are getting. Like you differentiate it, what you are getting, minus 2t plus 1 equals to 0. So at t equals to 1 by 2 you will get the maxima. That's it. So at t equals to 1 by 2 you will get the maxima. So application of derivative we have studied, but it is just that I want you to think more. Okay. So at t equals to 1 by 2 we will get the maxima. In GATE, actually aspirant doesn't think too much, but you guys, if you are studying engineering mathematics right from the beginning, then you guys would feel that you are a different person now. Say yes or no. I hope you guys are able to admit this thing that, sir, at least we are a different person. The way we used to think mathematics, now we feel about mathematics in a bit different way, right? Say yes or no. So maxima would occur at t equals to 1 by 2. It would occur at t equals to 1 by 2. So what we need to find out, the value of y at t equals to 1 by 2, or that would be minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. So value of y is coming out to be 0.25. That's the answer. Okay. So 0.25 is the answer. What is the answer? 0.25 is the answer that you are getting. Is that clear or not? Completely clear, sir. So this question is also solved. So how we need to solve? Who is creating the problem? Replace that e to the power some variable that will become your new independent variable. Then you solve it. Answer will come out to be in the new independent variable only. Then you replace it. Job done. Understandable? Okay. Yeah. So now we will solve the questions, but let's get started with the questions of constant coefficients. Okay. We will solve the question of constant coefficients. From here we will start. Only we need to solve the questions only. This is a question only, then next question only, question only we need to solve. So let me pause the video. I will drink some water, then I will come back. We will solve the questions. Yeah, welcome back. So now we need to solve the questions only. So you will see the question and you will try to solve it on your own. Okay. Simple questions are there. We have already seen the concepts and you should be able to solve. First question, sir, higher order differential equation with constant coefficient homogeneous equation. What I need to do, sir? I just need to find out the characteristics equation, that will be d square plus 12d plus 36 equals to 0. Sir, I clearly know that, sir, it could be replaced as 6d plus 36 equals to 0. So this will simply become d plus 6 whole square equals to 0. If you are not able to think, then you can go by the options as well. You can see that, sir, root will come out to be minus 6. Everywhere root will come out to be minus 6. So this will become d plus 6 whole square equals to 0. So sir, roots we are getting is minus 6 comma minus 6. So sir, what will be my y of x? These are very straightforward question. You should be able to solve on your own. So sir, my y of x will come out to be c1 plus c2x e to the power minus 6x. Now what they are saying? They are saying that first of all what you do is that x equals to 0 you put the value of y will be 3. They are saying that if you put x equals to 0 the value of y will be 3. At x equals to 0 the value of y will be 3. So if you put x equals to 0 the value of y will be 3. If you put x equals to 0 here, if you put x equals to 0 here, the value of y will come out to be, if you put x equals to 0 this will be gone, e to the power 0 will be 1 only. So c1 is coming out to be 3. This is what they are saying. And next what they are saying, that first you differentiate, then put x equals to 0. First you differentiate. Like what is your y of x? Sir, y of x is nothing but c1 e to the power minus 6x plus c2x e to the power minus 6x. So what you do is that you differentiate and then put x equals to 0. C1 then minus 6 c1 e to the power minus 6x, then keep c2 as it is. In place of c1 let's put 3, right? If we know the value of c1 is 3 only, so let's put 3 here. So first you differentiate, then put x equals to 0. So what you will get? Minus 18 e to the power minus 6x, right? Because this will give you minus 6, so minus 18 e to the power 6x. c2, first one as it is, differentiation of second will be minus 6x e to the power minus 6x plus second one as it is, differentiation of first. Now what you do? You put x equals to 0 here and you will get the value to be 36. Put x equals to 0 here and the value of y dash will come out to be minus 36. So if I put x equals to 0 here, what I will be getting? This value will be minus 36. Putting x equals to 0, this will become minus 18 plus c2 into 1. So what is the value of c2 you are getting? Value of c2 we are getting is minus 18. So what we are getting? Value of c2 is coming out to be minus 18. Value of c1 is 3. So what is my y of x? So y of x will be nothing but c1 is 3 minus 18 e to the power minus 6x. That will be the answer. So 3 minus 18 e to the power minus 3 minus 18x e to the power minus 6x. This is the answer. If you are watching the solution of this, then there is a problem. This question should have been solved on your own. These are free 2 marks. Free marks in the GATE examination. If you mess it up, then there is a problem. Okay. Just one second. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. So what I was saying, if you mess it up, then it is a problem for you. These are free 2 marks in the examination. Let's go to the next question. This question we are supposed to solve. Again, they are free marks only. Sir, in the left hand side, right hand side, something is given. This is differentiation of y with respect to t, then the function of y. So always in the right hand side, sorry, in the left hand side, what will happen? All the function of y would be there. In the left hand side, all the function of y would be there. That means d2y by dt square. First of all, you let me know y is the function of t. Say yes or no? Yes. So here t is your independent variable and y is your dependent variable. That means the answer of y will come in terms of t only. So d2y by dt square plus dy by dt plus 5y by 4 equals to 0. This can be replaced as d square. So basically this is d square y plus dy plus 5 by 4y. Basically we are more comfortable with t. Sorry, we are more comfortable with x. Now they have just changed the variable, nothing else. So again, what is your characteristic equation? Sir, characteristic equation is nothing but this is my characteristic equation. There you go. This is the characteristic equation. Just one thing is that this time your d is nothing but d by dt. That's it. So now what I need to do? I need to put this equals to 0. D square plus d plus 5 by 4 equals to 0. So what is the value of d? The value of d will be minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So answer will be minus 0.5 plus minus j. That's the answer that we are getting. Minus 0.5 plus minus j. Right? So what is the value of alpha? Sir, here the value of alpha is minus 0.5. And what is the value of beta? Sir, value of beta is 1. So what do you think? What will be the answer? Sir, y of t will come out to be, sir, e to the power minus alpha t. E to the power minus, sorry, e to the power alpha x we used to put. E to the power alpha x. What is the value of alpha? Sir, value of alpha is coming out to be minus 0.5x. Then c1, value of beta is 1. So c1 cos beta x, sorry, cos beta x, in place of x we will put t, plus c2 sin beta t. That's the answer that we are getting. In place of x, what we will put? We will put t. We are habitual with x, but we will put t here. Okay. D square plus d plus 5 by 4. So minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So this is coming out to be minus 0.5 plus minus j e to the power minus 0.5 t multiply with c1 cos t plus c2 sin t. This is what we are getting. Now what they are saying? They are saying that you put t equals to 0 and you will get the value 1. So what I will do is that y of t I will write down, that is nothing but e to the power minus 5, e to the power minus 0.5 t c1 cos t plus c2 sin t, c1 cos t plus c2 sin t. here what they are saying, put t equals to 0, the value of y will be 1. Put t equals to 0, the value of y will be 1. So if I put t equals to 0 here, sin t will be gone, this will be cos 0 will become 1, and here you put t equals to 0. So value of y will be 1. If you put t equals to 0, so e to the power 0 will be 1, cos 0 will be 1, so value of c1 will be 1 only. So value of c1 is coming out to be 1. You can put t equals to 0, no? Cos t will be, cos 0 is 1, this will be 0 only, this will be becoming 1. So c1 into 1 multiply with 1 will be equals to 1, so c1 value is 1. So your yt is coming out to be what? E to the power minus 0.5 t multiply with 1 multiply with cos t plus c2 e to the power minus 0.5 t sin t. This is the value of yt you are getting. Next you need to put the value t equals to 0 after differentiating. So first you differentiate. So when I differentiate, what I will be getting? So e to the power minus 0.5 t as it is, differentiation of cos t will be minus sin t plus differentiation of cos t as it is, then differentiation of right, understandable? A bit lengthy calculation there. Plus c2 e to the power minus 0.5 t as it is, differentiation of sin t will be cos t plus sin t as it is, differentiation here will be 0.5 e to the power minus 0.5 t. You just need to differentiate. I hope the differentiation is very easy for you. So this one as it is, differentiation of sin t will be, differentiation of cos t will be minus sin t plus cos t as it is, then differentiation of e to the power minus 0.5 t would be e to the power minus 0.5 t multiply with minus 0.5, then c2 e to the power minus 0.5 t as it is, differentiation of sin t will be cos t plus sin t as it is, and then this. What you need to do here, you need to put t equals to 0, you need to put the value of y dash will come out to be 0. If you put t equals to 0, the value of y dash will come out to be 0. 0 equals to, put t equals to 0 here, this will be gone, t equals to 0 you put here, it will come out to be minus 0.5 plus c2. If you put t equals to 0 here, this will be gone, t equals to 0, this will be 1, t equals to 0, 1 minus 0.5 plus c2. Here you put t equals to 0, here you put t equals to 0, cos 0, this will be 1 only. So yeah, t equals to 0 I put, this became 1, cos t becoming 1, sin 0 is 0, so this term will be gone. Whatever the term of sin is there, no, that will be gone. Only which term would be left? These terms will be left, right? So here if I put t equals to 0, so this is minus 0.5 t, here I put t equals to 0, so this is c2. So what is the value of c2 you are getting? The value of c2 we are getting is 0.5. So value of c2 we are getting is 0.5. Okay, so what is your yt? Yt is coming out to be, sir, e to the power minus 0.5 t. What is the value of c1? C1 value is 1 only, cos t plus 0.5 sin t. This is the value of yt you are getting. Now what we need to do? We need to put t equals to pi. What we need to do? We need to put t equals to pi here. T equals to pi we are supposed to put. So what is the value we are getting? So if I put t equals to pi, then e to the power minus pi by 2, cos pi is minus 1 and sin pi is 0. So e to the power minus pi by 2 with the negative sign. This is the answer that we are getting. Simply put the values and your job would be done. T equals to pi we are supposed to put, right? If I was smart enough, no, then I would not be doing this calculation. This was not required actually. Not required. Why it was not required? Sir, here doing this calculation you find out the value of C2, no? After doing all this calculation, you find out the value of C2. Is the value of C2 required here? If I would have put e to the power minus 0.5 t, C1 value is 1, cos t plus C2 sin t. Now I need to check the value at t equals to pi. If I put t equals to pi, sin pi will be 0, it will be gone. This term would be gone. So this calculation was not even required, right? If you were smart enough. So that's why I always say that you should read the full question carefully. At t equals to pi, they are asking that means, sir, this term would be already gone. So within seconds you could have solved it. But yeah, we are not very much smart. What we have done? We have invested time needlessly. So my answer is coming out to be minus 0.2. Minus 0.2. Yes, that's the answer. So yeah, answer was very straightforward. Needlessly, we wasted the time. Minus 0.207. This is the answer that we are getting. Okay. So needlessly, we invested the time here. It was not required. Okay. It was not required because this much portion was not even required. Right. Only C1 value was required. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Solve this question. What they are saying. This is the question of JE. Okay. Although it is asked in gate examination, but this kind of question can be asked in JE as well. They are simply asking you question related to quadratic equation. What they are saying, if the characteristic equation, first of all you write down the characteristic equation. What will be the characteristic equation? So it will be d square plus 2 alpha d plus 1 equals to 0. If they are saying that characteristic equation are having equal roots, then what is the value of alpha? So when they will have equal roots, so they will have equal roots. Sir, what will be the roots of the characteristic equation? So the roots will be minus b plus minus under root b square. What is b square? B square is 4 alpha square minus 4ac upon 2a. Right? So what answer you are getting? Minus alpha plus minus under root 4 you take outside, so this will become 2. So this will become alpha square minus 1. This is the scenario, right? From here I have taken 4 outside, so under root 4 will be 2. 2 and 2 get cancelled out. This 2 and 2 get cancelled out. Minus alpha plus minus under roots minus alpha plus minus under root alpha square minus 1. This is the value of d you are getting. Minus alpha plus minus under root alpha square minus 1. This is the value of, these are the roots you are getting. This is the roots that you are getting. Right? They should be equal. What does that mean? That means alpha square minus 1 has to be 0. Alpha square minus 1 has to be 0. Then only they will be equal, no? Say yes or no? Alpha square minus 1 has to be 0. That means what is the value of alpha? Alpha will be plus minus 1. There you go. That's the answer. Alpha will be plus minus 1. Option A. Why alpha square minus 1 has to be 0? Sir, if this part is 0, no, then the root will come out to be minus alpha comma minus alpha only. If sir this part is 0, no, then root will come out to be minus alpha comma minus alpha. If this part is 0, then there will be only one root, that will be minus alpha, but it is cubic. Sorry, if it is quadratic equation, that means it will have two roots which are minus alpha comma minus alpha. That means this particular part, no, this particular part has to be 0. So always they say that if you need equal roots, let us say my quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. If you need equal roots, 4 equal roots, 4 equal roots, b square minus 4ac should be equals to 0. This is what they say. This is the condition for equal roots. B square minus 4ac should be equals to 0. What is value of b square here? 4 alpha square minus 4ac, 4 into a into c should be equals to 0. So 4 alpha square minus 4 should be equals to 0. So value of alpha will be plus minus 1. That's the answer. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Very straightforward question it was. This question. This is also very straightforward. Just it feels like that, sir, there is something different, but everything is very straightforward here. Here the dependent variable is n. Who is the dependent variable? N is the dependent variable. Dependent variable. And who is the independent variable? X is the independent variable. X is the independent variable. That means n is a function of x. Right? That means your final answer will come out to be nx equals to something. Can you write down the quadratic? Can you write down your characteristics equation? Yes, sir. It will be d square minus 1 by l square. Like basically d square by dx square could be written as d square. Nx could be written as n minus 1 by l square. It is 1 by l square. Nx could be written as n equals to 0. So from here what do you see? D square minus 1 by l square multiply with n equals to 0. So from here the characteristic equation that I am getting is d square minus 1 by l square equals to 0. So value of d will come out to be plus minus 1 by l. Right? Value of d is coming out to be plus minus 1 by l. If this is the value of d, if these are the roots, then what will be the value of n? That will be c1 e to the power minus 1 by lx plus c2 e to the power plus 1 by lx. This is the value of nx you are getting. Say yes or no. This is the value of nx. Nx is coming out to be C1, like two roots are there, no? Minus 1 by L and plus 1 by L. So what is the value of Nx we are getting? We need to add a page. Let's not add a page, let's take this page here only. Yeah, so value of Nx is C1 e to the power minus x by L plus C2 e to the power plus x by L. This is what we are getting. Now here what they are saying, if you put x equals to 0, the value of n will be k. If you put x equals to 0, then the value of n will be k. If you put x equals to 0, then the value of n will be k. The value of n will be k if you put x equals to 0. So C1 plus C2 is coming out to be equals to k. If you put x equals to 0 here, sir, e to the power 0 will be 1, e to the power 0 will be 1. So n is coming out to be equals to k. So C1 plus C2 is coming out to be equals to k. Next what they are saying, if you put n equals to infinity, no? If you put n equals to infinity, then the value of n is coming out to be 0. If you put n equals to infinity, if you put x equals to infinity, not n equals to infinity, sorry guys. If you put x equals to infinity, then value of n is coming out to be 0. If you put x equals to infinity, then value of n is coming out to be 0. So value of n is coming out to be 0 if you put x equals to infinity. C1 e to the power infinity you need to put plus C2 e to the power infinity. Now you know that, sir, this particular factor is tending to infinity. But sir, they are saying that it has to be equals to 0 and this particular factor is tending to 0. What does that mean? Here, sir, from this equation I am saying that if I put x equals to infinity, no, then n should be 0. So if I put x equals to infinity, then sir, this factor is tending towards 0, but this factor is tending towards infinity, sir. So infinity plus 0, sir, answer is coming out to be infinity. What does that mean? That means the factor which is tending towards infinity, that is not even present. That means C2 has to be 0. Say yes or no? C2 has to be 0 because the factor which is tending towards infinity, that will make sure that at infinite the value should be infinity. But they are saying that at infinity value is 0. At the infinity the value is 0. When it is possible? It is only possible if your C2 is 0. So C2 has to be 0. If C2 is 0, then C1 has to be k. C1 has to be k. And if C1 is k, then job done. Nx is coming out to be k e to the power minus x by L. There you go. This is the answer. K e to the power minus x by L. K e to the power minus x by L. You can check, if I put x equals to 0, the value is k. If I put x equals to infinity, the value is 0. Is that understandable to you or not? Okay. Very simple. These two options you could have cut directly as well. A and C could be cut directly. Why is that? So if I put x equals to 0 here, if I put x equals to 0, the value is coming out to be k. If I put x equals to infinity here, the value is coming out to be infinity. But it should be 0, so it is cancelled. If I put x equals to 0 here, it should be coming out to be k, but it is coming out to be x square. That means this is also gone. Here, two options would be left. What will be this factor? This factor will be 1 by L. So actually this factor will be minus 1 by L, not minus 1 by under root L. So here only I could have selected the answer that, sir, option D would be correct. Just after doing this calculation, no, I would see that, sir, d square minus 1 by L square, the value of D will come out to be plus minus 1 by L. So sir, two guys I will be getting exponential to the power minus 1 by L, exponential to the power plus 1 by L. But sir, I see that at infinity the value should be 0, not infinity. It should not be tending to infinity. That means this factor would be gone, sir. Now if this factor is gone, only I am supposed to find out the value of C1. That I can find out when I put x equals to 0. So answer will be option D. If you have good enough practice, no, then these kind of question will be solved without picking up the pen. If you have good enough practice. Okay, otherwise you can solve in this way, that this is the equation, put the values. You know that, sir, at infinity this will tend to infinity, but C2 has to be 0, C1 will be equals to k. Let's go to the next question. This is actually a very good question. Very good question. Okay, I would call it a very good question. y1, k, y1, y2 all are constant. K is a constant value. So you should not be worrying about it. K is constant. Okay. So basically what is the scenario? Y is the dependent variable. Sir, x is the independent variable. Sir, y will be given as a function of x. Till this point everything is fine. K square is a constant value. I should not be worrying about it. K square is a constant value. D square by dx square can be replaced as d square y. This minus y will come this side. Minus y will come this side. Equals to minus y2, because y2 is a constant value, no? Equals to minus y2. This is the scenario that you are getting. This is your equation. This is your equation. So it will have two solutions, right? This is non-homogeneous equation, right? This is the case of non-homogeneous. Non-homogeneous means it will have two cases. This is the case of qx not equals to 0. That means here qx is constant. So first what you will find out? First you will find out CF. First I will find out CF. What is the CF I am getting? Sir, for CF, qx should be put equals to 0. Qx should be equals to, what is the value of qx here? Sir, qx is constant, which is nothing but minus y2. So sir, qx should be put equals to 0 here. So what I will be getting? K square d square minus 1, y is coming common, equals to 0. So what is the characteristic equation you are getting? Sir, k square d square minus 1 equals to 0. So what is the value of d you are getting? Sir, plus minus 1 by k. K square d square will be equals to 1. D square will come out to be 1 by k square. So what is the value of d you are getting? So plus minus 1 by k. This is the value of d we are getting. So what will be the CF you will be getting? Sir, the CF that I will be getting is C1 e to the power 1 by kx plus C2 e to the power minus 1 by kx. This is the CF we will be getting. Okay. Is that understandable to you? No issue with the CF? Absolutely, sir, no issue. What we need to find out now? Sir, we need to find out PI. What we need to find out? PI. So, sir, for PI, what I will do? Sir, y equals to, sir, this y is coming common. Y equals to, this time my q of x would not be equals to 0. Q of x would not be equals to 0. Sir, my q of x would be simply equals to minus y2. Q of x will be simply equals to minus y2. So, what I would do is that, sir, y if I take common, k square d square minus 1, y I take common, that is coming out to be equals to minus y2. So minus y2 upon k square d square minus 1, k square d square minus 1. Now here what you will put? E to the power 0 x, right? So this 0 you need to put here. 0 I need to put here. So if I put this 0 here, what answer you will be getting? So sir, if I put this 0 here, the value of y I am getting, the value of y pi minus y2, e to the power 0x will be 0 only. K square into 0 square, k square into 0 square minus 1. So what you are getting? Minus y2, k square into 0 square will be 0 only, divided by minus 1. So answer is coming out to be plus y2. So what is your pi? Sir, pi I am getting is y2 only, which is a constant value. So this is the pi I am getting. So what is your complete solution of y? Sir, the complete solution of y is coming out to be CF plus pi. So CF was C1 e to the power x by k plus C2 e to the power minus x by k plus, sir, pi I am getting is y2 only. There you go, sir. These are the answers that I am getting. Is that understandable to you or not? This is your y of x. Now with the y of x, I need to do something. Whatever the data that they have given, that I need to put with the y of x, with this y of x. So what they have said, at x equals to 0, the value of y is y1. At x equals to 0, the value of y is y1. At x equals to 0, the value of y is y1. So simply put x equals to 0 here, what you will be getting? The value of y is y1. The value of y is y1 at x equals to 0. y1 at x equals to 0, if you put x equals to 0, this will be 1. This will also be 1. So C1 plus C2 plus C1 plus C2 plus y2. If you put x equals to 0 here, this will become C1 plus C2 plus y2 equals to y1. So from here what you are getting? C1 plus C2 is coming out to be y1 minus y2. This is the first equation that you are getting. C1 plus C2 is coming out to be y1 minus y2. Next what they are saying? Next they are saying is, at x tending to infinity, y is y2. If x is tending to infinity, the value of y is y2. So value of y is nothing but y2 if your x is tending to infinity. If your x is tending to infinity, then the value of y is y2. C1 e to the power infinity plus C2 e to the power minus infinity plus y2. Now you know that, sir, this will go to 0. This is a constant value only. But sir, this will take it to infinity. This will take my whole function to infinity. But they are saying that it should be equals to y2. Yes, it is coming out to be equals to y2 only. But sir, this guy will say that I will take it to infinity. What does that mean? That means C1 has to be 0. So from here what I go to know that sir C1 has to be 0, because at infinity what you can see, at infinity sir I can see that if my x is tending to infinity, then the problem is that sir this whole function will be going to infinity, but they are saying that it is equals to some constant value which is equals to y2. So it is equals to some constant value, then it is only possible if c1 is 0. So c1 has to be 0. So what will be your c2? So if c1 is 0, so from here sir c2 will come out to be nothing but y1 minus y2, y1 minus y2. So there you go, this is the scenario that we are getting. So what will be your y of x? Sir y of x is coming out to be nothing but c1 is coming out to be 0, c2 is nothing but y1 minus y2, y1 minus y2 e to the power minus x by k, minus x by k plus e to the power minus x by k plus y2 plus y2. That's the answer that you are getting. So y1 minus y2 e to the power minus x by k plus y2, y1 minus y2, y1 minus y2, y1 minus y2 e to the power minus x by k plus y2. Option D is correct. Okay, well and good. So there was again, it was an easy question only. You just need to see that which kind of case it is. Sir, it is the case of qx equals to constant. So qx is not 0. It is a case of non-homogeneous. I need to find out the CF. Sir, CF is coming out to be c1 e to the power x by k, c2 e to the power minus x by k. Pi sir minus y2 upon k square d square minus 1. So it is coming out to be y2. So sir, this is my final answer. Now sir, at x tending to infinity, they are saying that it will throw a finite value. That means c1 has to be 0. Because at infinity, this will throw infinity value. So c1 has to be 0. Sir, if c1 is 0, then sir, at x equals to 0, can I find out the value of c2? Yes sir, because they are saying that at x equals to 0, the value of y is y1. So put y1 here, this c1 is 0, c2 plus y2. So c2 value is coming out to be y1 minus y2. Job done. That's it. Okay. Let's go to the next question. What is the meaning of this x dot dot? The meaning is that this is differentiated 2 times with respect to what? So x is a function of t here, no? X is dependent variable and t is independent variable, where x is a function of t. So x will be differentiated 2 times with respect to t only. So x is differentiated 2 times with respect to t. What is the meaning of x dash? That means x is differentiated with respect to t. So this is what has been given. What is the equation that is given? The equation that is given is nothing but d2x by dt square equals to minus k dx by dt. This equation has been given. So every term of x I will keep aside, right? Where I will keep every term of x I will keep in the left hand side. So what I will be getting? d square x by dt square plus k d by dt x, right? d square by dt square could be put as d square plus k into d. What case it is? Homogeneous. Since it is homogeneous case, then what you will do? Higher order homogeneous equation, then what you will do? So I can see that sir, d square plus kd equals to 0. So from here, d into d plus k equals to 0. What is the value of d you are getting? 0 comma minus k. This is the value of d you are getting, right? So now can you write down your x of t, because x will be a function of t. So sir, what will be my x of t? Again I will have to add a page. Page खत्म ना हो जाए भाई, नहीं होंगे. What will be my x of t? X as a function of t I need to write down. So x as a function of t will come out to be sir c1 e to the power 0t, c1 e to the power 0t plus c2 e to the power minus kt. So x of t will be nothing but c1 plus c2 e to the power minus kt. This is the answer that we are getting. Now we need to check the initial conditions. What conditions are given? They are saying that sir, if you put t equals to 0, then x will be 1. At t equals to 0, the value of x will be 1. The value of x will be 1 at t equals to 0. The value of x will be 1 at t equals to 0. Next, what they are saying? Next, they are saying that first you differentiate, then put t equals to 0. First you differentiate. So when I differentiate it, what I will be getting? c1 will be gone. This will come out to be c2 will be constant. E to the power minus kt will be e to the power minus kt only, multiply with minus k. Now you put t equals to 0. Now what you do? Now you put t equals to 0, the answer will be 0 only. Now you put t equals to 0, then the answer will be x dash will come out to be 0 only. So this will be 0 minus k c2, put t equals to 0, this will be 0 only. So from here what you can see, sir, c2 is coming out to be 0. c2 is 0, so from here what you can see, c1 will come out to be 1 only. So c1 is 1, c2 is 0. What does that mean? c1 is 1, c2 is 0. c2 is 0 and c1 is 1. So what is the value of xt? The value of xt is coming out to be 1 only. That's it. This is the answer. The value of xt is nothing but 1. So xt has to be 1. Option C is correct. It feels like odd answer, no? You would think that, sir, all the calculation k and all those things, nothing, constant answer, that is also 1. So it feels like a odd answer, but it is what it is. That's the correct answer only. So xt is actually coming out to be 1. Okay, it is 1 only. 1 will satisfy this equation. You differentiate 1 2 times 0, differentiate 1 times 0, 0 equals to 0. Option C correct. That's it. Okay, so yeah, if you are very smart, if you are very much confident, no, then directly you will differentiate, directly you will see the option C. That, sir, if I differentiate it, then I am getting the correct answer. So answer C is correct. If it is a MCQ, directly you can click. But yeah, if you do the calculation, then also the same answer we are getting, c1 plus c2 e to the power minus kt. Here, from here c1 plus c2 is coming out to be 1. But sir, when I differentiate and put t equals to 0, then sir, I am getting the c2 value 0. So if c2 is 0, so c1 is coming out to be 1. Answer is 1 only. So option C is correct. Just keep on going in the question. I know that when you are solving this question for the first time, no, then it might feel like that, sir, answer is 1. But you should keep on going with the problem. Eventually you will see that answer is correct only. Okay. This is a very, very good question. Very, 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 very good question. Try doing it on your own. Lengthy. For sure it is lengthy. Okay. For sure it is a lengthy problem. No doubt about it. But you should be able to solve it. So I am thinking to take a break after that. So we will solve this question. But let's solve this one first. Okay. Let's solve this one first. And then we will solve this question as well. So I will solve 2 questions, then I will take a break. Or 3 questions I will solve, then I will take a break. Yeah, 3 questions I will solve and then I will take a break. So this question we will surely solve. But before that, let's take this question, which is very straightforward. What is the scenario? Sir, fx is given. So what is fx here? Fx is y only, where y is dependent variable and x is independent variable. So what it is given? You 2 times differentiate y, d2y by dx2 plus 4 into dy by dx plus 4 into y equals to 0. This is what they have given. What is the characteristic equation? D square plus 4d plus 4 equals to 0. So d plus 2 whole square equals to 0. So value of d is coming out to be minus 2 minus 2. So what answer you will be getting? Minus 2 minus 2 yaar hai na bhai? Yes, minus 2 minus 2. So your y, which is a function of x, that is coming out to be c1 plus c2x e to the power minus 2x. So fx is coming out to be what? c1 e to the power minus 2x plus c2x e to the power minus 2x. Now I told you one thing. What did I tell you? That these 2 guys are alone sufficient. This guy alone is sufficient to give the answer. This guy alone is sufficient to give the answer. So what they are saying is that, sir, if I take one function e to the power minus 2x, will it be satisfying the equation? Will it be satisfying this equation? Yes. When you will get e to the power minus 2x, you will get e to the power minus 2x when you put c1 equals to 1 and c2 equals to 0. So can I get this function? Yes, sir. And sir, if I put c2 equals to 1 and c1 equals to 0, then what function I will be getting, sir? X e to the power minus 2x. You are putting c1 equals to 0 and c2 equals to 1. So sir, is this alone sufficient to satisfy this equation? This will also satisfy the equation. This will also satisfy the equation. So f1x, f2x, this answer is correct. They are just simply asking one thing, that will this expression e to the power minus 2x will satisfy this equation? Absolutely. X into e to the power minus 2x will satisfy the equation? Absolutely. So yes, this is correct. So I told you this thing, that whatever the complementary functions that you are getting, they are alone sufficient to satisfy the equation, because c2 equals to 0 you can put, c1 is non-zero, c1 equals to 0 you can put, c2 equals to non-zero. Understandable? So yes, the answer option C is correct. Solve this question. what you will do? What kind of equation it is? Higher order differential equation. They are the function of x, no? So scenario is, what is given? D square y equals to q of x. That is given, right? So it is the case of non-homogeneous. Non-homogeneous. It is the case of non-homogeneous, right? It is the case of non-homogeneous. What does that mean? That means I need to find out CF and PI. So let's find out CF. What will be the CF? So if I find out CF, complementary function, then d square y equals to 0. So from here, sir, characteristic equation that I am getting is d square equals to 0. What are the roots I am getting? 0, 0. So what will be my, if I am getting 0, 0 root, then sir, what will be my complementary function? So that would be nothing but c1 plus c2x e to the power 0x. E to the power 0x will be 1. So you are getting complementary function as c1 plus c2x. This is the complementary function that you are getting. This is your YCF. YCF that you are getting. YCF is c1 plus c2x. Now sir, I need to find out PI. So what will be my PI? D square y equals to minus 12 x square plus 24x minus 20. So y equals to 1 by d square minus 12x square plus 24x minus 20. What you need to do? You need to integrate 2 times, right? What is the meaning of 1 by d square? You simply integrate 2 times, no? Right? So what you need to do? Y equals to, I will simply integrate it 2 times. So 1 by d, 1 time I will integrate, then what I will be getting? If you integrate it for the first time, then you will be getting minus 12 x cube by 3 plus 24 x square by 2 minus 20x plus c. This is what I will be getting, no? Minus 20x plus c. Next, what you will be getting? Again you integrate. So minus 12 x to the power 4 divided with 4, so it will be 12. 24 x to the power 3 divided with 3, so it will be 6, minus 20 x square by 2 plus cx plus some constant d, right? Another constant d would also come up, no? When you integrate once again, minus 12 x to the power 4 divided with 4, so 4 into 3 will be 12, x to the power 3 divided with 3, that will be 6, x to the power 2 divided with 2, cx plus d. This is what you are getting. So what you are getting? Sir, my pi is coming out to be minus x to the power 4 plus 4x cube minus 10x square cx plus d. This is the particular integral that you are getting. What will be your y? So y will be nothing but cf plus pi. So minus x to the power 4 plus 4x cube minus 10x square plus cx plus d. This is your particular integral. What is your cf? Sir, cf is nothing but c1 plus c2x. c1 plus c2x. Sir, constant will make another constant. This is also constant, this is also constant, it will make another constant. So eventually what you are getting? Sir, y of x is coming out to be minus x to the power 4 plus 4x to the power 3 minus 10x square plus some constant k1 x plus another constant which is k2. Do you understand this point or not? This is the value of yx you are getting. Understandable? This is my yx. Now all these things, everything I did, there was a very easy method as well. What was given? So d2y by dx2 was given as minus 12x square plus 24x minus 20. Minus 12x square plus 24x minus 20. This was given, right? What is the meaning of this? Y is differentiated 2 times. Y is differentiated 2 times. When dy by dx equals to fx is given, what do you do? If I need to find out the value of y, what you will do? Sir, dy equals to fx dot dx, and then you simply integrate it. So what is the value of y you will be getting? Fx dot dx. This is the answer that we get. Simply integration. So similarly, d2y by dx2, what you do? You do 2 times integration, no? d2y by dx2 is there. What I mean to say is that, can I write down this d2y by dx2 as d by dx of, अरे भाई एक और पेज ऐड करना पड़ेगा, पेज खत्म होंगे लगता है मेरे को. 47. Can I say that, can I write down this as d by dx of dy by dx, say yes or no? That is given as minus 12x square plus 24x minus 12x square plus 24x minus 20. Right? Now what I do is that I take this dx here. I take this dx here. So this dx I have taken to the other side. So here what is left? Only d is left. Only d is left. Right? Now what you do is that you integrate on both of the side. You integrate on both of the side. So what will happen? This and this will get cancelled out. You are getting dy by dx equals to simply the integration. You can write down the answer. Whatever the answer you will be getting, x to the power minus 12, x to the power 3 by 3 plus 24, x to the power 2 by 2 minus 20x plus some constant c. Now what you will do? Again you will take dx. So again you will integrate. So what y you will be getting? Again minus 4x cube plus 12x square minus 20x plus c. So what would have happened? This was your dy by dx. So dx would have come here and both of the side you would have integrated. Like basically the scenario was, this was the scenario, no? That this was equals to dy by dx. Then what would have happened? Dx would have gone here. Then on both of the side you would have integrated. So if you integrate this and this will cancel out. Here you are getting y. And what is the answer you will be getting? Minus x to the power 4, 4x square minus 10x square plus cx plus d. That's it. This is the answer. Same answer we are getting. Same answer we are getting. So it was not even required. So much of effort was not even required, right? You are getting the same answer only. So simply you think here, sir, that here y is differentiated 2 times. So if I need to get y, that means I need to integrate this function 2 times. So if I integrate it 2 times, then I will get the answer. Now what they are saying, initial condition you need to apply. At x equals to 0, the value of y is 5. At x equals to 0, the value of y is 5. X equals to 0, the value of y is 5. So if I put x equals to 0, x equals to 0, x equals to 0, the value of y is 5. The value of b is coming out to be 5. Next they are asking, if x equals to 2, the value of y is 21. X equals to 2, if your x equals to 2, then the value of y is 21. X equals to 2, then the value of y is 21. So value of y is 21 minus 16 plus 16 minus 20 plus 2c plus value of d is 5. X equals to 2 you need to put. So this will be 16, 4, 16, 20, 2c plus 5. This and this is getting cancelled out. This will be 41 minus 5. That will be 36. 36 divided by 2, c equals to 18 we are getting. Yes, c equals to 18 we are getting. So value of c is coming out to be 18. So from here, what is the value of y we are getting? So value of y is coming out to be minus x to the power 4 plus 4x square minus 4x cube it is, right? 4x cube. Sorry guys, it is. Then calculation will also go different. Sorry guys, here it will be 4x cube. 4x cube. So this d is correct, but this calculation will go different. At x equals to 2, you need to put x equals to 2. So this will be 16. If you put x equals to 2 here, what you will be getting? 2 to the power 3, 8, 32 minus 40, right? X equals to 2 you need to put plus 5. This is what we are doing. So c equals to 20 we are getting. What we are getting? C equals to 20. C equals to 20 we are getting. So what is the value of y we are getting? The value of y we are getting is minus x to the power 4 plus 4x cube minus 10x square plus 20x plus 5. This is the value of y we are getting. Okay. Now what they are asking? At x equals to 1, what is the value? So simply you need to put x equals to 1 here. So at x equals to 1, what is the value of y? If you put x equals to 1 here, what is the value of y? The value of y will be minus 1 plus 4 minus 10 plus 20 plus 5. 10 plus y 15, 15, 14, 18. The value of y is 18. Yes, the value of y is coming out to be 18. Again, it is calculative. No doubt that it is calculative. In the examination, getting these kind of questions correct with confidence, that is a big thing, no? Like, can you get this kind of question correct with confidence? Till this point it would be fine. Then 2 times you will have to check the calculation. You put x equals to 0. Okay, sir, the value of d is coming out to be 5. Then put x equals to 2. Then minus 16. Then 32, 40, 2c plus 5. Then the value of c is coming out to 20. So here you put 20, d equals to 5. You put, this is the value of y you are getting. Now put x equals to 1 here. What is the value of y you are getting? That is 18. Okay. So again, getting these kind of questions correct, that is not a difficult task, but getting these kind of questions correct with confidence, that is a difficult task. With confidence it will be difficult, right? 18 is the correct answer. Again, straightforward question only, just calculative. This also we can solve. Okay, so it is not lengthy, like it is not calculative. This is the only thing that I can say. A lot of people will make it calculative, but it is not calculative. Why it is not calculative? Let's solve it. What kind of case it is? Sir, it is the case of non-homogeneous. I can directly see, sir, 1 is given, so it is a case of non-homogeneous here. Sir, if it is a case of non-homogeneous, what I need to do? CF and PI. So let's find out CF. Sir, finding out CF, this will be d cube plus 6d square plus 11d plus 6 equals to 0. D equals to minus 1 will do the job or not? D equals to minus 1 will do the job or not? 6 plus yes. So d equals to minus 1 will be one of the factor. So d plus 1, and here what we will be getting? D square plus, although this much calculation is not even required, that I will tell you later on. Okay, this is the scenario. So what all roots we are getting? That from here the roots we are getting is minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. These are the roots that we are getting. So what is my CF I am getting? Sir, CF you are getting is C1 e to the power minus x plus C2 e to the power minus 2x plus C3 e to the power minus 3x. Sir, this is the CF that you are getting. What about PI, sir? If I need to find out PI, sir, what I will do? Sir, for finding out PI, sir, I need to put Qx not equals to 0. Qx not equals to 0. Then, sir, the scenario would be d cube plus 6d square plus 11d plus 6 into y equals to 1. So from here, what is the value of y? The value of y is 1 upon d cube plus 6d square plus 11d plus 6, and here you will put e to the power 0x. Now you need to put this 0 here, right? If you put this 0 here, what you will be getting? So sir, y pi, अरे भाई यार एक और पेज ऐड होगा. Sir, y pi we are getting is, if I put, sir, this 0 here, so 0 plus 0 plus 0, so simply, sir, answer is coming out to be 1 by 6. So this is the value of y pi we are getting. So what is your total y you are getting? The total y as a function of x that I am getting is c1 plus e to the power minus x, c1 e to the power minus x plus c2 e to the power minus 2x plus c3 e to the power minus 3x plus 1 by 6. Now, sir, a lot of initial conditions are given, right? A lot of initial conditions are given. It was given as a function of t actually. So it was given as a function of t. It was given as a function of t. It was given as a function of t. So everywhere I will put t. T here, and t here. So t here as well. So everywhere I will put t. Now, sir, a lot of initial conditions are given. So what I will start thinking, that let's satisfy all those initial conditions. Sir, it is a question of 2 marks. It is a question of 2 marks, sir. A lot of initial conditions are given. So what I will do, sir, first I will put x equals to 0, then I will satisfy all these conditions. Like basically, then I will differentiate one time, then I will put t equals to 0, then I will differentiate again, then I will put t equals to 0, then I will differentiate 3 times. So basically, from here onwards, people will start thinking that, sir, I need to find out the value of y of 0, y dash 0, y double dash 0, and all these things I need to find out, sir. Y triple dash 0 as well. These things I need to find out. But is it actually required? Because what they are asking, they are simply asking limit t tending to infinity y of t. This is what they are asking. That means what you need to do? Simply put t tending to infinity here. What will be your y of infinity? C1 e to the power minus infinity, C2 e to the power minus infinity, C3 e to the power minus infinity plus 1 by 6, 0, 0, 0. So calculating these constants are not even required. 0, 0, 0, 0. So what is the value of y infinity that you are getting? That is nothing but 1 by 6. There you go. This is the answer. If I am very smart, no, if I am very smart, then I would not even calculate these guys, e to the power minus t, e to the power minus 2t, e to the power minus 3t. I would see this equation, sir, d cube plus 6d square plus 11d plus 6. I would know that, sir, I will get some roots here. Some roots I will be getting. Okay. If I am getting some roots, then what will happen? Then, sir, they will be coming in exponential to the power, exponential to the power, exponential to the power. One thing I will be also sure that, sir, roots will be negative only. Why it will be negative? Because they are asking the value at t equals to infinity. No, they are asking the value at t equals to infinity. If they are asking the value at t equals to infinity, that means they have to die down at t equals to infinity. What is the meaning of dying down? Dying down means at t equals to infinity, they should be 0. They should be 0. They should be 0. Because, sir, if they are not becoming 0, let's just say if it was e to the power 3t. So at t equals to infinity, it will throw infinite value. If it is throwing infinite value, then there is a problem. Right? At t equals to infinity, if it is throwing infinite value, then my answer will be infinity. In the integer type, the answer infinity is not possible. So if the answer infinity is not possible, what does that mean? That means they will have to die down. So I don't even care about these guys. I will simply care my pi. I will only care about my pi. What will be my pi? Sir, pi will be 1 by 6. So pi I can calculate very easily. 1 upon d square plus 6d square plus 11d plus 6. So d will be put 0. 1 by 6 will be the answer. There you go. So, sir, only this 1 by 6 will remain at the infinity. Rest everything will be gone. So answer will be 1 by 6. Without even picking up the pen, I can tell the answer. Without picking up the pen, I can tell the answer if I am very smart enough. How I will think? Sir, CF will be there, but I don't need to calculate the CF because I know that, sir, they are asking the value at infinity in the integer type question, in the NAT type question. In the NAT type question, they are asking, that means answer will be finite. So all the values, all the exponential power will be dying down. They all will die down. They all will die down here. Right? Then, sir, only pi will be left. Pi, sir, very easy. E to the power 0, t is there. So 0 I need to put. 1 by 6 I will be left with. That will be the answer. At the infinity, only 1 by 6 will be left. That's it. So without picking up the pen, you can tell the answer will be 1 by 6. Is that understandable to you or not? Okay. So this question we have solved. Now this is very good question. You try doing it on your own. Very, very good question. Inspection. By inspection you will do. Okay. Inspection. By inspection you try. Nearly it is impossible to solve in the examination hall. Nearly impossible. Okay. So these kind of questions are made to be dropped only. So nearly it is impossible to solve, but you try it. Then this question also we will do. This question also we will do. But I need to take a break. I will take a break. And then one more question we have dropped in between. This question we have dropped. That also we will solve. So I will take a break. Then I will come back. Okay. We will solve these questions. After that, some more questions also we will solve. Okay. So after a break, I will come back. Yeah, welcome back. So now we are supposed to solve this question. So did you solve it? Like, it is just a bit lengthy, nothing else. Okay, it is just a lengthy problem. Otherwise, it is easy only. So what we are supposed to solve? We are supposed to solve this differential equation: y triple dash 3y double dash 3y dash plus y. So what is your y double dash? Here you can see that, sir, y is a function of t. Y is a function of t. So what does that mean? That means, फिर पेन नहीं चल रहा. Y is a function of t. Y is given as a function of t. So what will be your y dash? What is the meaning of y dash? The meaning of y dash is dy by dt. What is the meaning of y double dash? That is d2y by dt square. And what is the meaning of y triple dash? The meaning of y triple dash is d3y by dt square, dt cube. Okay. So what you will get? Can you get the characteristic equation? That will be d cube plus 3d square plus 3d plus 1 equals to multiply with y equals to 30 e to the power minus t. Right? This is the equation that is given. If I need to find out CF, how will I find out CF? So for finding out CF, what you need to do? Q of t, qt will be put to 0. Qt will be put to 0. D cube plus 3d square, q of t will be put to 0. And this will be equals to 0. Right? This is the characteristic equation. Can you solve this characteristic equation? Sir, I can directly see that it is nothing but d plus 1 whole cube equals to 0. So from here, sir, I will get 3 roots. All the roots will be minus 1, minus 1, and minus 1. So what will be my y of CF? Sir, my y of CF would come out to be, sir, usually I used to, usually sir, I would take C1, C2, C3 as my C1, C2, C3 as my constants, right? They will be my arbitrary constant, but here I will take K1, K2, K3 because C0, C1, all these have been used here, no? So what I will do, I will take K0 plus K, or better, we are more habitual with K1, K2, K3, no? Or let's take K0 only. K0 plus K1T plus K2 T square e to the power minus T. This will be your y of CF, right? It is being repeated 3 times. Sir, if it was repeated only one time, then it would have been K0 e to the power minus T. If it was repeated 2 times, then it would have been K0 plus K1T e to the power minus T. Sir, since it is repeated 3 times, then it would have been K0 plus K1T plus K2T square e to the power minus T. Understandable? Okay then. Now let's find out Pi. So for finding Pi, what we need to do? Sir, for finding Pi, what will happen is that this Q of T will not be equal to 0. Q of T will not be equal to 0. So what will be your y? Sir, my y will come out to be 30 e to the power minus t, 30 e to the power minus t upon can I directly write down d plus 1 whole cube? Right? This particular thing d cube plus 3d square plus 3d plus 1, that is nothing but d plus 1 whole cube only. Now what you need to put? You need to put d equals to minus 1. You need to put d equals to minus 1 here. So what you will do? If I need to put d equals to minus 1, then I would know that, sir, if I put d equals to minus 1 here, like if I try to find out, if I put minus 1 here, then what will happen? Sir, this is creating a problem for me. That means it is not acceptable. So what I will do? Upper side, I will multiply with t. Upper side, I will multiply with t, and downward side, what I will do? Downward side, I will differentiate. What will be the differentiation of this? 3 into d plus 1 whole square. Now again I know, sir, that sir, if I put minus 1 here, again it will create a problem. So again what I need to do? Again, sir, what I will have to do is that again you multiply with t. Again you multiply with t in the numerator, and downward side you differentiate again. Sir, now I know again what will happen. Sir, again I know that if I put minus 1, then again it will create a problem. So what you will do? Upper side you multiply with t, and downward side you differentiate again. So what you are getting? 5 t cube e to the power minus t. So this is the y pi you are getting. So pi that you are getting is 5 t cube e to the power minus t. This is what you are getting, right? So now what will be your y? Y of t. Y of t would be k0 plus k1t plus k2 t square e to the power minus t plus 5 t cube e to the power minus t. This is your yt. So yt can be written as k0 plus k1t plus k2t square plus 5 t cube e to the power minus t. So this is your y of t that you are getting, right? Now you need to find out the values of k0, k1, k2, k3. These values you are supposed to find out, right? So let's find out these values. So what you will do? What is given? It is given that, sir, in place of t if you put 0, then the value of y will come out to be 3. Here what they are saying, in place of t if you put 0, in place of t if you put 0, then the value of y will come out to be 3. So in place of t if you put 0, the value of y will come out to be 3. So this will be 0, 0, 0, e to the power 0 will be 1. So what is the value of k0 you are getting? The value of k0 is 3, right? Next you need to differentiate yt. Here you need to double differentiate yt. So first let's differentiate yt. So if I differentiate yt, what I will be getting? E to the power minus t as it is. Then differentiation here, what it will make k1 plus 2k2t, k1 plus 2k2t plus 15t square, 15 k1 plus, I am just differentiating e to the power minus t as it is, differentiation of this. So k1 plus k2t plus 15t square plus 15t square. Then this particular factor as it is, and then differentiation of e to the power minus t will be minus e to the power minus t, and the other factor as it is, which is k naught. K naught value is 3 already, so I will put k naught value equals to 3 only, plus k1t, k2t, k1t plus k2t square plus 5t cube plus 5t cube. This is what we are getting. This is your y dash t. This is your y dash t. Now in place of y dash t, what you are supposed to put here in this y dash t, what you are supposed to put is that if you put t equals to 0, then the value of y dash you will be getting will be, the value of y dash you will be getting, that would be minus 3. That would be nothing but minus 3. So here you will get minus 3, e to the power 0 will be 1, this will be 0, 0, so you will be getting k1 here, minus, if you put 0 here, here also 0, so this will be minus 3 only, right? You can put the value, no, directly you need to put the value 0, 0, 0, e to the power 0 is 1, so this will become minus 3, here 0, 0, 0, so k1 into e to the power minus 3, so k1 into e to the power 0, that would be 0 only, so k1 minus 3 equals to minus 3, so what is the value of k1 you are getting? The value of k1 we are getting is 0, so k1 value we have got 0, and k3 value we have got 3, so from here, what is the value of y dash t we are getting? Y dash t we are getting is e to the power minus t, k1 value is 0, k1 value is 0, 2 k2t, 2 k2t plus 15 t square minus 3. What is the value of k1? K1 is coming out to be 0, so this will be gone, minus k2t square minus 5t cube. Is that understandable to you? I am just simply putting the value. K1 value is going to 0, no? K1 goes to 0. This will become 2 k2t plus 15t square minus 3. This k1 value goes to 0 minus k2t square minus 5t cube. Because again I need to differentiate. Again I need to differentiate this factor. So what I need to do now? I need to find out y double dash t. So what will be y double dash t? So first one as it is. Now first one as it is, differentiation of this. What will be the differentiation? So that will be 2k2 plus 30t. This will be gone minus 2k2t. Here you will get 2k2 plus 30t. This will be gone minus 2k2 minus 15t square. Minus 15t square. Right? Then plus second one as it is. 2k2t plus 15t square minus 3 minus k2t square minus 5t cube. So this one as it is, differentiation of e to the power minus t, that would be minus of e to the power minus t. So this minus sign will come here. Now what you need to do? Here you need to put t equals to 0. Right? Here you need to put t equals to 0. So if you put t equals to 0, y double dash will come out to be what? If you put t equals to 0, y double dash will come out to be minus 47. Y double dash will come out to be minus 47. So y double dash will come out to be minus 47 if you put t equals to 0 here. So this will be 0, 0, 0. So 2k2 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 plus 3. So what is the value of k2 you are getting from here? This will be minus 25. So value of k2 you are getting is minus 25. There you go. These are the values you are getting. So k2 value is coming out to be minus 25, k1 value is coming out to be 0, and k0 value is coming out to be 3. So from here, what is the value of yt you are getting? So value of yt we are getting is, so value of k0 is 3, plus what is the value of k1? Value of k1 is 0, 0 into t. What is the value of k2? The value of k2 is minus 25 into t square, and here I already know it is 5t cube, 5t cube multiply with e to the power minus t. There you go. This is what we are getting, and this should be compared with what? This should be compared with c0 plus c1t minus c2t plus c2t square plus c3t cube e to the power minus t. Right? This is what we are supposed to compare with. अरे कहाँ गया भाई सवाल? Yeah, c0 c1 minus c2 plus c3. This is what we are supposed to compare with. Understandable? c0 c1 minus c2 plus c3. So if we compare, what we can see? c0 value is 3. c0 value is 3. c1 value is 0. c1 value is 0. c2 value is 25. c2 value is 25. And c3 value is 5. c3 value is 5. So these values we have got. What we are supposed to find out? C0 plus C1 plus C2 plus C3. So what is the answer you are getting? 33. So there is nothing in this problem, only one thing is there, patience. How much patience you can keep, it will be up to you only. If you have enough patience, then you will be able to solve it. Otherwise, these kind of questions will become very tough, very difficult to solve in the examination hall. If I talk about personally me, if I have been the student, then there is very high chance that I will be messing it up in the examination. Okay, very high chance, because again there is no shortcut here. This is the method that you need to follow, right? So differentiation and everything in the first chance only, if you got it correct, then you are brilliant. That means your calculation is very good in the first chance only if you got it correct. But I am pretty sure 95% of the students will not get it correct in the first chance. They will have to see the solution again, like where I am doing the minor mistake and all. What do you think? Am I directly coming here? I solved it in my rough notebook. Then you can see that there is no calculation error. Along with that, I took roughly around 13 minutes for this. 13 minutes when I am doing the calculation. With patience, I am doing the calculation, no? Right? So that much patience if you have, then you will be able to get it correct. In the examination, what I would have done is that I would not write down this step. Why is that so? Because I know that, sir, first one as it is, differentiation of this guy. Now this one as it is. So if I know that, sir, this particular factor will come as it is only, then eventually I need to put t equals to 0. Right? Eventually I need to put t equals to 0. So this factor will be 0 only, no? So why to write down this factor again? Are you able to understand this point? I will save some time here. When I am doing the double differentiation, I will not even write down this step, because I know that, sir, eventually I will put t equals to 0 and this factor will come 0 only. So I will ignore this step, only this much step I will write down. So here I will save some time, but yeah, this calculation will be complex. In the examination as well, it would take 7 to 8 minutes of time, minimum 7 to 8 minutes. So, okay, let's go to the next one. This question is very good. Nearly impossible to solve in the examination hall. Nearly impossible. Just being honest here, nearly it is impossible to solve in the examination hall. If you see the solution, then you will be able to solve it, and we will solve it by inspection, right? In the PYQ book, you will get the solution in a different way. In all the PYQ books or in our PYQ book as well, you will get the solution in a different way. But here, my solution will be different. What we will do, we will solve it by inspection. By our inspection method. Okay, it is not related with higher order differential equation. It is a simple gate question. First order differential equation. Here dy by dx only you will get. Dy by dx only you will get. So this is the question of first order differential equation. But it is a very good question. It should be solved with inspection. So first of all, you are happy here that, sir, something I am getting dxy. Then you are happy here as well, sir, that, sir, x dy minus y dx, something I can get here. But sir, this is sin y by x, cos y by x. So you are still happy. Why you are still happy? Because you know that, sir, d of y by x is something, no? D of y by x is something. Like if you are getting the form of y by x, will you be worrying? Will you be tensed? No. Why is that so? Because you know that, sir, x dy minus y dx, it can be converted, no? X dy minus y dx. Sir, if I divide with x square, or if I divide with y square, sir, if I divide with xy, or sir, if I divide with x square plus y square, then, sir, something I can get. You remember that, right? Say yes or no? So you are not much worried about this y by x, because you know that, sir, something I can do. Say yes or no? So let's do one thing. Let's take all the y by x aside. This is your y divided with x. So y by x you can get. Sin y by x divided with cos y by x, you can get tan y by x. So what I am getting is that on the other side I am getting y dx plus x dy. I am just simply telling how I will be thinking. If I had been at your place, then this is how I would be thinking. Y dx plus x dy. Then here x dy minus y dx. X dy minus y dx. Multiply with, sir, this is your y divided with x, y by x. Now sin y by x divided with cos y by x, that will be tan y by x. Right? You understand this point? Now what to do? What do you think? What to do? This is your d of xy, right? Now you know that, sir, in the denominator I would need something called xy only if I need to make something out of it. like xy to the power n I would need. xy whole square, xy cube, then I can do something, no, dt by t square. Let us say it is xy square, so dt by t square I will get minus 1 by t, right? So we can think of it, what we can do. Here we are having x dy minus y dx. Now what I am thinking is that, what if I make it d of y by x? What if I make it d of y by x? Here what I am having? Tan of y by x. So it will become tan of y by x multiply with d of y by x. So can I assume y by x as t? So it will become tan t dot dt. Can I integrate this now? So what I am thinking is that, let's divide it with x square. Already I am having x, that means I need to divide it with one more x. Already x I am having, no, already one x I am having. If I am putting x square here, that means I need to divide it with one more x. What you will do of this y? So let's take this y here. So what I have done is that, from here y I have taken here, one x was already there, I multiply with one more x, so it became x square. Now this will be, if I am multiplying with one more x here, that means in the left hand side as well I will have to multiply with x. So it became d of xy divided with xy, x dy minus y dx upon x square, multiply with tan of y by x. Now what is this? So this is d of y by x. So what you are getting? So d of xy upon xy equals to tan of y by x, multiply with d of y by x. D of y by x. This is what you are getting. Can you solve it now? Like basically this part became, no, d of y by x, and this is your tan of y by x, dot d of y by x. Can you solve it now? What this will give you? This will give you ln xy, right? Simply I have told you one thing, d of t divided with t, integration is nothing but ln t, and tan of alpha, integration with alpha. Here what I am doing, both of the side I am integrating. This is nothing but alpha is y by x, tan of alpha dot d of alpha. This is what I am doing. What that would be equivalent to? So that would be equivalent to nothing but minus ln cos alpha. Minus ln cos alpha. So what will be the answer here? Sir, here the answer would be minus ln cos of y by x plus some constant, sir. Let's take this constant as ln c. Now this guy goes here. So what I will be getting? ln xy into cos of y by x equals to ln c, right? If I took this aside, then what I am getting? ln a plus ln b. ln a plus ln b would be ln a into b. That means xy multiply with cos of y by x equals to ln c. So from here what I am getting? xy multiply with cos of y by x equals to c. There you go. We got the answer. Okay. So xy into cos of y by x equals to c. xy into cos of y by x equals to c. Can you really think of it in the examination hall? Can you really solve this in the examination hall? This much will you be able to think, that d of xy. I am pretty sure the professor who has framed this question, no, he wanted us to solve by inspection. Okay, he surely wanted us to solve by inspection only, then only he framed this question. What is the general method? General method in the PYQ books or in our PYQ book as well, you will get this solution only. Or even ChatGPT will give you this solution only. What is that solution? Keep y by x equals to b. So what will be y? Y equals to b into x. So from there you get dy by, like firstly you will convert dy by dx. From here you will get dy by dx. Can you get it? Can you get dy by dx from here? Absolutely, sir. Then like basically keep y equals to v into x, or simply what you do is that y equals to v into x, then you keep dy as first one as it is, dx x dv. Then you replace here, dy you replace here, okay, and y also you replace as vx. What I mean to say is that dy you can replace, right, and dx as it is, then y you replace with vx. So all the equation, the complete equation, this will be dv. The complete equation will come in the terms of dx, dv, v and x. and then it will become a first order differential equation. You will be able to solve it. After that, you will be able to solve it. You go to our PYQ book, you will get this solution only. But this is our method 2, which is inspection. This will be very lengthy, nearly impossible to solve in the examination hall. As of now, I will be solving it. Like it will be this much lengthy again, this much lengthy again. Like at least 10 minutes it will take you. If you do this transformation, y by x equals to v, what I always say is that whenever you get this kind of function or y by x kind of function in the examination hall, always assume it as v, y by x equals to v. Then you solve it. It will be complete mathematics. It might take some time. It might be solved easily as well. Here it will take some time. You put y by x equals to v, you keep on solving, it will take some time. But this is our inspection method. So d of xy we are getting, sir, x dy minus y dx, sir. Here y by x, tan of y by x. Then, sir, what I can think is that let's make it d of y by x. If I make it d of y by x, sir, then my job would be done. Why the job would be done? Because, sir, it would be easy for me. Right? Why it would be easy for you? Because you know that, like, you will be having ambiguity between two factors, no? That, sir, whether I should divide with xy or I should divide with x. Because you know that, sir, eventually I need the form of y by x. Will you be thinking of dividing with x square plus y square? No. Why is that so? Because you know that, sir, d of xy divided with x square plus y square, d of xy divided with x square plus y square, sir, it will not give me anything productive. So you will not even think of doing this, that you will divide with x square plus y square. No. You will only think of two things, that, sir, whether I should divide with x square or I should divide with y square or I should divide with xy. These three things you will be thinking. Now this will be eradicated. Why is that so? Because if you divide with y square, then you will get the form of x by y. But what do you need? You need the form of y by x. So if I need the form of y by x, then I will think of dividing with x square or xy. These two will be having some ambiguity. So you first divide with xy, then you see what you are getting. Then you divide with x square, then you think what you are getting. So if we are dividing with x square, then we are getting something productive. And after that, everything is done. If I divide with x square, I am getting d of y by x, tan of y by x, d of y by x. Assume y by x as alpha, then you are getting tan alpha dot d alpha, which is nothing but minus ln cos alpha. Job done. Answer in the next line only. So it is difficult to click. To be very honest, it is very difficult to click in the examination hall. This process is easy to click, but it will be very lengthy. Okay, understandable. Let's go to the next question. This is Euler-Cauchy, right? Euler-Cauchy standard form is there. X square d2y by dx square minus 2x dy by dx plus 2y equals to 4. Sir, who is creating the problem? X is creating the problem. So x equals to e to the power t. Now what will happen is that, sir, my d will become d by dt, and now t will become my independent variable. Right? All these things you already know. So x square, this much will be replaced with d into d minus 1. Straightforward Gaussian. There is nothing in this problem. D into d minus 1 into y minus 2dy plus 2y equals to 4. Why you are not changing this? Because, sir, it is 4 only. No, it is not a function of t. 4 will remain as it is. Now what you are getting? So d square minus d minus 2d will become minus 3d plus 2 into y equals to 4. Here as well, now you need to solve CF and PI, right? Because Q of t is not becoming 0. What is your d? Sir, my d is, this time it is nothing but d by dt, right? My d is nothing but d by dt. So what you will say? Sir, I will find out, first I will find out, sir, CF. What do you mean by CF? CF means, sir, you will put Q of t equals to 0. If I put Q of t equals to 0, what I am getting? D square minus 3d plus 2 equals to 0. This is my characteristic equation I will be getting. What is the value of d I will be getting? 1, 2. This is the value of d I will be getting. So what will be your YCF? Sir, my YCF will come out to be, YCF will come out to be nothing but C1 e to the power t plus C2 e to the power 2t. This will be my YCF. Okay. What about PI? Let's find out the PI now. Particular integral. So when I need to find out a particular integral, what I will do, sir? Sir, 4 upon d square minus 3d plus 2. D square minus 3d plus 2. And it can be treated as e to the power 0t. I will put t here. Why is that so? Because everything is going in t now. In place of d, what I will put? 0 I will put here. So when I put 0, what I am getting? From here I am getting y pi equals to 4 by 2, which will be equals to 2 only. Right? So what is the value of y you are getting? The value of y we are getting is c1 e to the power t plus c2 e to the power 2t plus 2. This is the value of y we are getting. Now what is e to the power t? E to the power t is nothing but x only. E to the power t is nothing but x only. So from here you are getting the answer. What answer you are getting? E to the power t is nothing but x. So y as a function of t you are getting. Y as a function of x, what you will be getting? c1x plus c2x square plus 2. Right? So your answer is c1x plus c2x square plus 2. So x square plus 2. X square plus 2. This is the answer that you are getting. Very simple process, no? Here CF and PI both we need to find out. Don't forget about PI here. Why you should not be forgetting about PI? Because sir, this time here there is no 0. Here there is 4. So if there is 4 available, I will write down 4 only. D into d minus 1 minus 2d, d square minus 3d plus 2. So sir, from here roots I am getting 1 comma 2. If I am getting 1 comma 2, then sir, what I will do? Then c1 e to the power t plus c2 e to the power 2t. E to the power t is nothing but x. So c1x plus c2x square, c1x plus c2x square. And then what about pi? Pi means simply put d equals to 0. You are getting 4 by 2. That will be equals to 2 only. This is the answer that you are getting. Understandable? Let's go to this question. This is actually a very good question. Not very good. If it is clicking to you, then it is good. If it is not clicking to you, then it will become good question for you. Sir, is it your higher order differential equation with constant coefficient? Higher order differential equation with constant coefficient. Is that so? No. Why is that so? 1 by x. 1 by x square. So sir, there is a problem. Secondly, then you will think, sir, is it in Euler-Cauchy form? Euler-Cauchy form. Then your answer would be no, sir. Euler-Cauchy form means, sir, here there should be x square. No. Here there should be x and here there should be nothing. That means here should be x to the power 0. Right? What is the Euler-Cauchy form? Sir, Euler-Cauchy form will say x square d2u by dx square plus x du by dx minus u should be equals to some function of x. This should be the scenario, no? Should be equals to 0 or some function of x, I don't care. This should be the scenario. Are you getting the scenario? I am not getting it, so what I will do? I will multiply with x square on both of the side. Multiply with x square, no? Here multiply with x square on both of the side. So if I multiply with x square, multiplying with x square on both of the side, with the x square on both side, and after that your job is done. If you multiply with x square on both of the side, what you will be getting? This will become, sir, x square d2u by dx square plus x du by dx minus u equals to 8x cube. There you go. So is it becoming standard Euler-Cauchy form? Yes, standard Euler-Cauchy form. Now who is creating the problem? Who is creating the problem? Sir, x is creating the problem. X is creating the problem. So what is x? X equals to e to the power t. Sir, if x is e to the power t, so who will become the independent variable? Sir, t will become the independent variable. That means your d will become dy dt. Right? Now what you need to do? Sir, x square d2u by dx square, that would be nothing but d into d minus 1 into u minus x du by dx will become d only, d of u minus u equals to what you will put? 8x square, 8x cube. No sir, if my d is d by dt, so here what I will put? X cube. No, x is e to the power t, no, so I will put e to the power t cube. Are you able to understand this point? X I will replace, no. Why I am replacing x? Because now my differentiation, now my d variable has become d by dt. So everything would be in terms of t only. I will solve the whole equation in terms of t, then I will replace again. Are you able to understand this point? So whole equation in terms of t. So what you are getting? D square minus d will become 2d minus 1 into u equals to 8 e to the power 3t. 8x cube was there. So in place of 8, in place of x, what I have put? E to the power t. So e to the power 3t. And d square minus 2d minus 1. Say yes or no? D square plus no, plus, right? D square, here there is plus, right? This is plus. So d square minus d, okay. It will become, this will become d square minus d plus d minus 1. So it will become d square minus 1 only. Say yes or no? D into d minus 1 plus d into u minus 1. So d square minus 1 into u. So from here, what you need to do? You need to find out CF first. For finding CF, what you will do? Sir, q of t I will put to 0. D square minus 1 equals to 0. So from here, d will get plus minus 1. So from here, what will be the value of YCF you will be getting? Sir, C1 e to the power t plus C2 e to the power minus t. This is the CF I am getting in terms of t. Now what I need to find out? I need to find out PI. So for finding PI, what you need to do? Sir, for finding PI, u equals to 8 e to the power 3t upon d square minus 1. So put 3 here, what you will be getting? 8 e to the power 3t upon u of pi we are getting, no? So 8 e to the power 3t, so 3 you put here. So 9 minus 1, so what you are getting? E to the power 3t you are getting. So what you see here? Sir, my pi is coming out to be e to the power 3t. This is your pi only. Pi is very straightforward, no? E to the power 3t is there, so you simply put 3 here. 3 minus 1, 9. Sorry, 3 square will be 9. 9 minus 1, 8. 8 and 8 get cancel out. E to the power 3t. So what y you are getting? Sir, value of y we are getting is c1 e to the power t plus c2 e to the power minus t plus e to the power 3t. This is the y you are getting as a function of t. Y as a function of t you are getting. Understandable? Now what we are supposed to do? Now you need to convert it into x. What is x? X is nothing but e to the power t. So y as a function of x. C1x plus C2 e to the power minus t means 1 by x. E to the power t is x. So x cube. So this is your y of x. Y of x you are getting is C1x plus C2 by x, x cube. C1x plus C2 by x plus x cube. This is the value of y of x you are getting. Right? Now, what they are saying, at x equals to 0, the value of u is 0. At x equals to 0, the value of u is 0. This is what they are saying. It is not y, it is u actually. Okay, the variable is u, no? The variable is u. So it is not y, it is u. It is u. It is u. U as a function of x. U as a function of x. U as a function of x. So at x equals to 0, the value of u is 0. This is what they are saying. At x equals to 0, the value of u is 0. So value of u is 0 when x is 0. So this will be gone. C1 into 0 plus C2 by 0 plus 0 cube. Sir, this will say that, sir, I will give 0 only. This will also say that, sir, I will give 0 only. But this is saying that, sir, I will throw infinity. That means that this guy is creating the problem. If this guy is creating the problem, that means C2 has to be 0. Right? If C2 is not 0, then he will say that, sir, I will throw infinity. That means C2 has to be 0. There is no other chance. So if C2 has to be 0, then what you are getting? Your u of x is coming out to be now C1x plus x cube only. Now in this equation, what they are asking you to do? At x equals to 1, the value of u is 2. At x equals to 1, the value of u is 2. Here, at x equals to 1, the value of u is 2. So value of u is 2 at x equals to 1. Put x equals to 1 here, put x equals to 1 here, the value of u is 2. So what is the value of C1? The value of C1 you are getting is 1. Right? So what will be your u of x? So u of x we are getting is x plus x cube. C1 value 1, C2 value is 0, x plus x cube. This is what we are getting. Understandable? Now what you are supposed to find out? Displacement at x equals to 1 by 2. So you need to put x equals to 1 by 2. So at x equals to 1 by 2, what is the value of u? At x equals to 1 by 2, what is the value of u? So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 cube. So that is 1 by 2 means 0 0.5. What is the value of 1 by 2 cube? That means 1 by 8. 1 by 8 means 0 0.125. So what is the answer we are getting? 0 0.625. This is the answer that we are getting. That's it. A very good question for your revision. Okay, for the revision, it is actually a very good question. 0.625. So first of all, it was not a standard form. We multiply with x square. We made it standard. It was clearly visible that sir, it will become standard. When it became standard, then I know that how to solve. First of all, I find out the CF. It will come out to be in terms of t only. Why is that so? Because the first step would be sir x equals to e to the power t. T will become the independent variable. Capital D will become d by dt. So C1 e to the power t plus C2 e to the power minus t. E to the power t should be replaced as x. So C1x plus C2 by x. This is the CF you are getting. Now you need to find out the pi. So for pi, sir, e to the power is 8 into e to the power 3t upon d square minus 1. 3 you need to replace. So you are getting e to the power 3t. E to the power t is x. So it will become x cube. So C1x plus C2x by x cube. That is the equation that you are getting. Now given the initial conditions, at x equals to 0, the value of u is 0. X equals to 0, value of u is 0. This will become infinity. This is 0 only. So C2 has to be 0 only. Then at x equals to 1, the value of y is 2. So put x equals to 1 here. The value of y, the value of u is 2 here. So put x equals to 1. C1 value we are getting 1 only. So C1 is 1, C2 is 0. This is the equation we are getting. Put x equals to 2, get the value of u. That is coming out to be 0.625. That's it. Okay. So yeah, this question is also gone. But now I don't have slides. Okay. Slides I don't have. So I will have to pause the video. And some more questions we will see. One more small concept is also there. Very small concept is there. That also we will see. Within 1 minute you can understand that concept. With the question only we will understand that particular concept. Okay. So some question, 2-3 questions we are going to see now. So I will pause the video, then I will come back and I will change the slides. Okay. Yeah, welcome back. So solve this question. You should not be looking at the solution for this question. It should be solved on your own. If you are not able to solve this, then there is a problem. Okay. So sir, standard form, it is not given as a standard form. So what do I do? Multiply with x on both of the side. Right? X cube, here I need x cube only. Here it is x3. I need x cube here. What does that mean? I need to multiply with x on both of the side. So what I will do is that I will multiply with x on both of the sides. So this will become x cube d3y by dx cube plus 2x square d2y by dx square minus 2x dy by dx equals to 0. Right? So what will be the, who is creating the problem? Sir, x is creating the problem. X equals to e to the power t, sir. Now I know that, sir, t will become my independent variable. T will become my independent variable. And then, sir, the d I am going to replace now. That will be nothing but d by dt. This much I know. So let's proceed with the procedure. What will be your x cube d cube by dx cube? So that will be replaced with d into d minus 1 into d minus 2. Multiply with y. 2 d into d minus 1 multiply with y minus 2 into dy equals to 0. D you take common. D square minus 3d plus 2 plus 2d minus 2 minus t. D I am taking common here. Oh, sorry. It was 2 dy, right? It was 2 dy. It was 2 dy. So minus 2. Multiply with y equals to 0. I have taken d common because I can see that, sir, everywhere d is coming common. So inside this, what I will be left with d minus 1 into d minus 2. So it will become d square minus 3d plus 2, 2d minus 2 and then minus 2. Right? Understandable? So what I am getting? D into 2 and this is getting cancelled out. D square minus d minus 2 multiply with y. What case it is? So it is the case of homogeneous. Sir, this is the case of homogeneous equation. This is coming out to be a homogeneous equation. And if it is homogeneous, do I know how to solve it? Yes, sir. I only need to find out CF only here. So what I will get? What are the roots I am getting? Roots you can find out. Roots are coming out to be, these are the roots you are getting. Right? Yes, sir. These are the roots that you are getting. These are the roots that you are getting. Okay. So these are the roots that we are getting. So what we can see here? Y will come out to be as a function of t. Right? Y will come out as a function of t. Why is that so? Because, sir, d is nothing but d by dt. And what you have put? X equals to e to the power t. Right? So y will come out to be as a function of t. So y of t, c1 e to the power 0t plus c2 e to the power minus t plus c3 e to the power 2t. So what you will be getting? Y as a function of x, what you will be getting? c1 plus c2 x to the power minus 1. So that is c2 by x plus c3 x square. So y as a function of x. Okay, so this is the answer that we are getting. So this is your y of x that we are getting, c1 plus c2 by x plus c3 x square. That's it. Very straightforward question, very straightforward answer as well. E to the power t equals to x, e to the power 2t will be x square. So this is the answer that we are getting. Very straightforward question. These kind of questions you need to solve correctly in the examination hall. If you are not solving it, that means there is a problem. Okay then. Yeah. So let's go to the next question. Along with that, we will study a concept as well. Lagrange's method. Okay, what is this method, sir? First point, from this method, question have never been asked in the GATE examination. Okay, since it is not asked, then who knows, it might be asked. Is it the standard form? Sir, nearly it is the standard form. Nearly, not completely, nearly. Sir, x square, then here also I am getting x square only, but this time it is 2x plus 1. Sir, here x, here also x. Sir, here some function of x we are getting, and then sir, here x to the power 0, so x to the power 0 I am getting. Sir, nearly it is the same form, but previously it used to be x square dy by dx to x dy by dx, but now sir, something has changed. So now who is creating the problem? 2x plus 1 is creating the problem. So what you will do is that 2x plus 1 equals to e to the power t. This is the first thing you will do. Previously, sir, what I used to do is that previously what used to happen, this was the scenario of previous thing. So x d by dx used to be replaced as t, x square d by dx square will be replaced as d into d minus 1. This used to happen previously. Okay, this used to happen previously. Now what we are doing? Now I need to replace, sir, 2x plus 1 d by dx. This is what I need to replace, 2x plus 1 d by dx. So what I will be getting? Sir, x d by dx was replaced with d. So yes, sir, same thing will happen. It's just that you need to see this factor. What is this factor? This factor is 2. What is the power here? Power is 1, no? So this will be replaced with 2d. 2x plus 1 whole square d by dx square. Sir, x square d by dx square was replaced with d into d minus 1. So same thing, but see this factor. This factor is 2. What is 2 square? 2 square is nothing but 4. There you go. That's it. Very simple process. Telling you that question have not been asked in the GATE examination from this topic, but who knows, it might be asked. Very simple thing that, sir, x square d square by dx square. This is the first thing that I will do. Previously, sir, what used to happen? X square d square by dx square. So that used to be replaced with d into d minus 1. Multiply with y. But now, sir, there is a factor of 2 here, which is extra. Don't care about this guy. Don't care about this guy. Whatever the factor is there, like ax plus b whole square would be there, no? Ax plus b whole square would be there. So ignore this b. That's the bottom line. Ignore this b. Simply treat it as a square x square. A square x square. So a square you need to take out. 2 square you need to take out. That would be 4. So the point is that we are simply ignoring this one. That's it. Nothing else. Sir, 6 as it is. 6 as it is. Sir, I need to ignore this one. Then what will happen? This 2 will come out. 2 will come out. X d by dx will be replaced as d. X d by dx will be replaced as d. Then y. Then sir, 12 as it is, y. Will be equals to what? 4. 2x plus 1 was treated as e to the power t, so it will become e to the power 2t. There you go. And what is d here? So d is nothing but d by dt. Is that clear to you or not? Okay. That's the scenario. Now what you need to do? You need to take y as common. So y, if you take common, then what you are getting is that 4d square minus 4d minus 12d plus 12 multiply with y equals to 4 e to the power 2t. So here you are getting 4, you can take outside, d square minus 4d plus 3 into y equals to 4 e to the power 2t. That's the scenario. Okay. So now what will be the CF you will be getting? Sir, CF, for finding CF, what I will do? Q of t I will put as 0. So 4 into d square minus 4d plus 3 will be put to 0. So what are the roots you are getting? D equals to 1, 3. These are the roots you will be getting. So what will be your y of CF? That will be C1 e to the power t plus C2 e to the power 3t. This is the answer that we are getting for C of f. Now I need to find out Pi. Pi we need to find out. So what will be my Pi? pi will be y upon y will be equals to 4 e to the power 2t, 4 e to the power 2t upon 4 d square minus 4d plus 3, d square minus 4d plus 3. So y pi would be nothing but e to the power 2t, 2 square was 4 minus 8 plus 3, right? You just need to put these two here now, right? So 4 minus 8 plus 3. So what answer you are getting? Minus e to the power 2t, right? So what is the value of y you are getting? The value of y we are getting is c1 e to the power t, c1 e to the power t plus c2 e to the power 3t minus e to the power 2t. Now what is the value of e to the power t? Sir, e to the power t is nothing but 2x plus 1. E to the power t is 2x plus 1. E to the power t is 2x plus 1. E to the power t is 2x plus 1. E to the power t is 2x plus 1. There you go. This is the answer that you are getting. Okay. Why is that so? Because e to the power t is nothing but 2x plus 1. Okay. So here you need to put 2x plus 1. Here also you need to put 2x plus 1 to the power 3, 2x plus 1 to the power 2. That's the answer that you are getting. Okay. Understandable? So 4 into d minus 1 y. Simple process is there. Just there is a different thing. What is that? Sir, here there is a factor of a, right? That factor of a I need to eradicate. So what I will do is that a square, 4 I will take outside, 2 I will take outside, and 12 I will take outside. You try doing next question on your own, and then you will get the confidence. Although question have not been asked on this method yet. Okay. Basically, whenever they have asked the question, they have asked in this way. Okay, like x cube standard form. But who knows if they want to change something, if this is how they want to change, then what they will do. You can see that, sir, it was a standard form only if it was x square d2y by dx2, x dy by dx, and then simply, sir, x to the power 0. It would have been the standard form, but now, sir, 3x plus 2 is creating the problem. So 3x plus 2 equals to e to the power t. And whatever the d that I'm going to put now, sir, that will become dy dt. Why is that so? Because, sir, now t has become my independent variable. These many things, sir, I already know. Sir, previously what used to happen is that, sir, x square d square by dx square would have been replaced with d into d minus 1, sir. Right? But, sir, this time what will happen is that now you ignore this, 3 square will come into action, that means it will become 9. Minus 6 into, this time, sir, you ignore this, 3 will also come into action, so this will become 6 into 3, x dy dx will be dy plus 18y equals to 18 cos ln e to the power t, right? So what you are getting is that you can take 9 common. You can take 9 common. Inside this you will be getting d square minus d minus 2d plus 2 multiply with y equals to 18 cos t, right? So what you are getting here, d into d minus 1 minus 2 into d minus 1. So it will become d minus 2 into d minus 1, d minus 2 into d minus 1. सही तो कर रहा हूं ना भाई? d square minus 3d plus 2. It will be d square minus 3d plus 2. So yeah, it is fine only. Or better write down 9 into d square minus 3d plus 2 multiply with y 18 cos t, right? So now what we need to do, we need to find out CF. Q of t would be equals to 0, d square minus 3d plus 2 equals to 0, d equals to 1 comma 2. So YCF you are getting is C1, YCF would be nothing but C1 e to the power t plus C2 e to the power 2t. Pi, what will be your Pi? Pi you will be getting is 9 into d square minus 3d plus 2 y equals to 18 cos t. 18 cos t. So y, then simply we need to divide it. Right? So what will happen? D square equals to minus a square you are supposed to put. So d square equals to minus 1 you are supposed to put here. So y will be 18 by 9, that will be 2 cos t. You are supposed to put d square equals to minus a square, a value of a is 1. So minus 1 you are supposed to put. So here you will be getting 1 minus 3d. Right? Again what I will do, multiply and divide with 1 plus 3d and 1 minus 3d. 2 into this, all this process we have already seen. That's why I am doing in a bit faster manner, because everything we have already seen. So 1 minus 9d square cos t. Right? So now I also know that what I need to do, d square equals to minus 1 only I am supposed to put. So d square equals to minus 1 I will put here. So it will become, if I put d square equals to minus 1 here, it will become 2 by 10. So it will become 2 by 10, 1 plus 3d into cos t. So what we are getting, 1 by 5, 1 multiply with cos t, so it will be cos t only, and 3 into d cos t, that will become 3 sin t. Right? So what answer you are getting? Total y as a function of t we are getting is c1 e to the power t, c1 e to the power t plus c2 e to the power 2t, c2 e to the power 2t plus 1 by 5 cos t minus 3 by 5 sin t. That's the answer that you are getting. Now y as a function of x we are supposed to put, y as a function of x we are supposed to put. So what will be e to the power t? E to the power t will be 3x plus 2. 3x plus 2. C2 3x plus 2 whole square plus 1 by 5 cos, what is the value of t? Value of t is ln 3x plus 2. ln 3x plus 2 minus 3 by 5 sin, what is the value of t? Value of t is ln 3x plus 2. That's the answer that you are getting. Okay, so that's the way. Is that clear or not? Okay, completely clear. So there is nothing to clear actually. This is just a process. In the examination, questions have not been asked. Who knows, it might be asked. There is only simple one new thing here. That's 3 square would be 9. 3, no power, simply 3. Rest everything is same. Just follow the procedure, get the correct answer. CF we can find out because it was the case of non-homogeneous. So first we need to find out CF. D square minus 3d plus 2. D equals to 1 comma 2 we are getting. CF we have find out. Pi we need to find out. So simply divide it. 2 cos t. Then you can see that d square equals to minus 1. So here you are getting 1 minus 3d, multiply with the 1 plus 3d and 1 minus 3d, you would know that it will become a square minus b square, so 1 minus 9d square. So d square equals to minus 1 we are supposed to put, 2 by 10 into 1 plus 3d, got the correct answer, job done. Okay. So that's it. This lecture is also completed. We have studied ordinary differential equation. Till this point, whatever the differential equation we were studying now, that was ordinary differential equation. Sir, why we are calling it ordinary? Why it is ordinary? Because next we are going to study, that is partial differential equation. Partial. Do you know what is the meaning of partial differentiation? Yes sir, I already know what is the meaning of partial differentiation. Sir, we have already studied it. So that's it. That we are going to see in the next video. This we have already studied. This will be our next video. This will be our next video. So how we started differential equation? First we saw the basics, then we go to first order differential equation, and then we went to higher order differential equation. There could be order 2, order 3. Always the degree was 1. Degree was always 1. The degree of the differential equation was always 1. Understandable? So those kind of questions we have already seen. Now we need to study partial differential equation, which we are going to study in the next lecture. Now I know that majority of the crowd here is of EC and electrical. Majority of the crowd is of EC and electrical. Now they would be asking that, sir, is it mentioned in the syllabus? The answer is yes. Clearly it is written partial differential equation. It has been mentioned in the syllabus. But in the all years combined, in EC there has been only one question that has been asked from this topic. One question, or maximum two, because that question you can either take in EMFT or you can take in partial differential equation. So maximum two questions have been asked. Okay, and in electrical only one question have been asked. Instrumentation crowd will also be there. In the instrumentation, I guess either two or one question have been asked. Okay. So you would say, sir, can I skip it? I would say don't skip it, because whatever the question that has been asked, no, that you can solve even without the knowledge of partial differential equation. Like we are going to study in the same way. Content has been already made. So one page of slide we are going to see, and then directly we will solve the question. Because you already know how to do the partial differentiation. Using the options, you can get the correct answer. Is that understandable to you? Surely you will be able to solve this question without even studying the concept of partial differential equation. Just see this question, can you solve it or not? Surely you can solve it. I will tell you the way. Otherwise, if you are smart enough, then you can surely solve it. It came in my attempt only, actually. GATE 2022. Okay, it came in my attempt only. There is a very interesting story regarding this question that I will tell you in the next lecture. Okay, very interesting story is there. So that I will tell you. So we will not see any concept actually. We will directly solve the problems. You can see questions and questions are there. Directly we are going to solve the questions. Directly questions will be solved. Because we already know what is the partial differential equation. Right? So don't skip the next lecture. Even if you are from EC, electrical or instrumentation, you watch it, because only we are going to solve the questions. Now if you are from mechanical, then also very less question have been asked. If you are from production engineering, then also very less question have been asked. If you are from chemical, then also very less question have been asked. Only in the civil engineering, good enough questions have been asked from partial differential equation. And apart from one question, you can solve everything without studying partial differential equation. That means by the concept of partial differentiation only, you can solve all the question. Only one question you will not be able to solve. I am talking about gate PYQs. In the gate PYQs, you will be able to solve everything. Only one question you will struggle with. Okay, only one question. And rest everything you will be able to solve. So yes, we are going to study partial differential equation. I would not recommend dropping it. Watch this video in a quick manner. You will be able to understand the concepts. Okay. Okay then. So let's meet in the next video. We will study partial differential equation. Ordinary differential equation we have already studied. Yeah. Thank you very much. Happy